Is it a blood-sucking bug?
No, it's just one of those.
Aren't they all bloodsuckers?
Those annoying bugs.
Yeah, that's just a hawk. It ain't gonna hurt anybody.
Hawk.
Yeah.
That thing looks like it's from the middle
That's
of the Bible, dude.
That's that damn thing from Jeepers Creepers gonna swoop down and get me and carry me off.
That's a skeeter hawk. Oh, you gotta turn your volume down.
That's
me.
That's super helpful. Super helpful now. Because now I can hold eye contact with the guests. That's a game changer.
That's very exciting. You're gonna have to show me how to do that on my computer, Mitchell.
Yeah, I'm also going to share with you a checklist, a systems checklist. I made one for Phil. You don't use it.
I'll use it. You know, I like checklists.
It's under there, I think.
I like being organized.
I'm gonna make you one of these.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now that you are on Windows, I can actually help
me
with troubleshooting and streamlining the efficiency.
Oh my goodness, Phil, you don't use this? He just knows it.
Well, we had one episode. We had issues where we had to keep restarting, and so like afterwards, you go and you look up, all the errors and problems, and it's like, well, your IP cache and the processing and the memory and it's all this other crap, and so it's just like if you just clear all these things before you go live, then all the caches are cleared, the memory's cleared, the hard drive, everything's cleared.
When you start off your
and
day,
it should be smooth sailing.
You just set it up.
You also got to reboot the computer.
Yes, I noticed that with our laptop. You had to reboot it. It didn't like to just hang out all day. It needed to be rebooted.
Hey guys, we got Red Radio Production South here. Scott and Mandy Anderson, a power couple from deep in the woods in God's country, Mississippi.
I feel like Phil just got so excited and he started talking to us.
He ignored us up until now.
Yeah.
Through his eyebrows.
I've been ignoring everything.
Yeah.
Hey, let me lead off with this. Was doing this little podcasting show everything you thought it would be? Like your own show?
Like your podcast?
No, not mine. Nobody cares about mine. I'm talking about yours.
Oh, doing ours?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
it's the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah, it's a labor of love.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's a nice project for Scott and I to do together.
Nice to meet all these people, That's what I like about it. You get to meet networking people.
We get our little private concerts in our living room.
That is nice.
It's nice.
Who you got coming on the next one?
Leilani Kilgore.
Yeah.
You'd like her.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think so. Yeah, she's coming on. I thought she was gonna bring. She plays with so many different bands. I thought she was gonna bring Dave Drake and the other guy she uses, but I think she's bringing some chicks to play with her.
Cool.
Yeah, I was confused. Like, so did she live in Nashville, or does she live down here, or
I don't know where she lives.
I think she was living in Nashville, I believe.
She went to Berkeley, so she was in California. So when I messaged her, I said, "Hey, you want to come to Long Beach and do our podcast?" And she was like, "Well, I'm not in California anymore." I was like, "Oh no, babe, we're in Mississippi."
Yeah, if she doesn't live down here, then she drives a whole lot because she plays like every other day.
Yeah,
she's always at Dan B's or
I've seen
somewhere
her on some flyers over there.
Yeah. She's really good though. And then we got Silent Trust coming on.
Oh, cool!
Their debut in the living room.
It's funny. I was making our promo earlier, and our little girls in there singing their song they sent me for the promotion.
Was she?
Oh yeah, she was jamming out to it.
Yeah, it's a good song.
She doesn't like a lot of people, so
really.
Yeah.
Those dudes are sweethearts. Teddy bears.
Well, she hasn't met him yet, but she likes her music. Yeah. Mitchell, has Bonnie ever talked to you?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
I said, what did I say last time? I was like, "Hey, how's it going with the building the logs and the streets and the blocks?" And she's like, "It's okay." Because I think you always say she's making logs
Roblox.
Roblox. Yeah,
Roblox.
some game or something.
It's usually Minecraft or Roblox.
Yeah.
Or if she's not playing it, then she's on YouTube watching some other kids playing it. Or if they're not, they'll be playing it, but they'll make up a damn story to go along with Minecraft while they're playing it, using the Minecraft characters.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I don't get it, man. We've made too many strides in technology to still be playing pixelated video games. Am I right?
So I'm not hooked on Minecraft myself.
You can get different texture packs. So you can get the small chisel pack.
it's a mod though. It's a pain in the butt to get.
She knows how to do it.
Well, Scotty, you gotta bring on that mic up close to your chin hair.
He doesn't want to talk into it.
You just need to turn it up, man.
Yeah, you're in the right place for now.
Get all that air in the room.
I've already hit mine. Do it again.
So next show we got Leilani, Silent Trust. We got the Switzers coming on, Andrew and Stephanie Switzer. Some local artists from Ocean Springs.
I don't know where they live either.
You're supposed to be on top of that.
I'm sorry. No, I think they are in Ocean Springs. They've been married a little while. She does the pour art. Have y'all seen that? They've been doing little workshops with Joseph at our creative space. So they've been doing the little pour art stuff, and then he does. I don't know if it's like if he carves it out with the little knife, with the X-Acto knife, or if he paints on top of it, something like that. And then Shelly's coming on from the Observer.
Shelly Stramilla. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's coming on talking about the Covey Awards coming up. When are the Covey Awards?
They're always in March.
March,
but I don't know. I don't know if they're doing it.
I mean, they'll probably just do it online.
That's what I would think.
Send everybody a piece of paper or something, telling them they got the best.
I'm using the hotkeys.
Are you? Is it exciting?
Yeah. Mandy's so proud.
Everyone's talking. I'm just like pushing buttons.
Bum, bum. Do, do, do.
Hey, everybody! Welcome to the Mandy and Mitchell show tonight.
Hey, woo.
Get some energy up in here. These low talking level motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's true.
We're not.
Sorry, man. You got Eeyore on here.
Phil just drove 5 hours from Louisiana.
No, I didn't.
He saw his lady.
No, they opened up. I don't have a lady. I'm actually in the men. No, they have a new. They have a new underwear warehouse over there. I had to go check it out.
You had to go buy underwear?
Yeah.
Well,
the best underwear.
You don't get underwear for Christmas?
Underwear and socks, two most important things
at Christmas. And you need more underwear already?
I get socks because underwear is kind of a personal item.
Does Mandy buy your socks and underwear?
Yeah.
Because this is why you drove all the way out here.
I'm not trying to. I'm trying to get his old stuff since he got new ones.
When the women buy it, they pick the best stuff for you.
No,
the most durable, right?
I get
no, absolutely not. It's like the stuff you go to when you're completely out.
She really just goes to the.
So I got
store.
some super.
I'm like, he has Superman underwear.
Some Superman underwear. I'll go ahead.
And he's got the little ones I call the Euros.
Yeah.
Like the Euros.
Boxer briefs.
No.
Oh,
the little
tidy whitey style.
But they're colored.
They're colored. Which is pretty damn amazing.
She's not buying them for you. She's buying them for her.
Yeah.
He went and took a shower and he said, "Hey, I need some underwear." And I thought about getting you the Supermans.
Of course, so I'd feel super on the show tonight.
Yeah, I think it changes.
They give me strength and courage.
Perspective.
Scott,
and so does the peanut butter.
You had this dream, this vision of doing a radio show. You started Red Radio Facebook back in like 2015, 2014, I think it was. When I look and see, whenever I log on and I look and I see where it was created, the date the page was created. Can we start there, talking about like your vision, your dreams, how Mandy helps you facilitate it, how she's the brains in the operation.
The brains. Oh yeah, we'll just say that.
His wife likes to hear that.
No, the reason I started it was because there's not many original venues around, and especially not now with COVID, but even beforehand, we only had a handful of original venues here. Like we had the Juke Joint, we had the Celtic, the Grocery. There's probably a couple others. We're
talking like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was the Chris was in there at some point, wasn't it? In the last 5 years they were operating.
Chris was
in there. There was that.
Yeah.
So that was good. But just there's a lot of casinos to play at, and there's
Phil's
a lot
house.
of casino cover
Phil's
bands.
House.
Nice house.
That's some.
And Ocean Springs has a pretty decent scene. But like if you walk up and down Government Street, you can catch like 20 bands playing the same mix of songs almost any night. So I was wanting to get some of the other bands that don't have a venue to play at, and that was my original idea. It was some of these off the wall, more eccentric original bands would have a place to come play. And I was trying to find me a cameraman before webcams got so big. I tried a couple of friends trying to get them to come do some camera work for me, but just got so busy. And
what was the idea going to be with the camera? Was it they were going to like follow you around? Like why
I was kind of wanting to do the same thing that we're doing now, except I was wanting to do it like on my back porch.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, yeah. I
We were going to set up in the back
Right.
when the weather was nice and just have people jam. Pretty much do the same thing we're doing now.
We've kind of always
But
done
it just
that.
never happened. And until recently when it became easier and I met y'all and y'all know how to run all this stuff. So I had somebody to turn to get some advice from.
Which kind of like, I guess that's where we kind of cross paths or start our paths is with the ballerina ball benefit and doing the online production for that to happen. And then you afterwards you were like, hey, I want to do this, but I want to do it for my back porch. What all do I need? And I was like, well, you need a couple webcams.
About $10,000.
Yeah, about $10,000 is right.
And a Mandy.
And a Mandy.
Made me do that damn show, and I didn't even know Mandy worked at WLX.
I kept asking you, I'm like, oh, God, do you need some help? And you're like, I got it. And you had that look on your
You
face.
should have came up to me and been like, look, I worked at WLX. I know how to do this.
Well, no, because I don't feel like...
Well, Mandy just took charge and did what she always does and just came in and started bossing
I know this.
everybody.
Things run way
And they'd had
smoother.
to call him to the situation.
Well, that was the night that we did the ballerina ball. Like I was planning on drinking in a corner with Patrick's wife and just watching the show, and I was just like, "What are they doing?" There wasn't, no offense, there just wasn't very much organization.
Well,
Who organized that?
I love it. Yeah, I don't know if you know, but
Who is the main organizer behind
we
that?
talk mad shit on this show, so this is the time to do it. Let it all out.
now's the time.
Call them out.
Yeah, I'm calling them
This is
out.
what we do.
It was y'all were the organizers.
I did not. What are you talking about? I was the audio lights guy.
Yeah,
I didn't even know what a rundown was until you come off in.
I was just like, well, what are we doing? Where are we going?
No,
all right, this is what we're going to do.
Yeah, you stepped in and saved things because that night that we were supposed to go live, you're like, look, you're kind of the middle person between who's coming on in front of the camera and then what's going on behind the camera, and that was really, really crucial, and it just made everything such a joy.
Oh, you like being bossed around.
I like the efficiency that you brought.
That I bring.
The sophistication, because you're
the
very
bossy.
You knew you were a very good handler with the guests, the different guests that were coming on and prepping them. And I was like, oh, this, of course, because this is what you did on WLX. Is you just
told people what to do.
You know,
I couldn't help a whole lot because I was playing with half the bands that were playing for the event.
How did that happen, Scott? How did you become the drummer for everyone except for Bree? You didn't play with Bree.
If Scott
Bree
had a
doesn't
business
like me.
card for life, it would say Scott Anderson, drummer for everyone.
For everyone.
What song we doing?
I think before we met Phil, we never knew another drummer. I've never known another drummer.
That's not true.
That can't be true.
Look, I've never met another drummer. Because you
that you cared about.
There you go.
That's because you found out he has these new underwear on.
Jesus.
This is going great.
Now there's two drummers in your life that you can think of.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
So now that you've created Red Radio's production South, you are on episode 4.
We're going on 4, Mitchell.
4. And
Mitchell, you're part of it.
Yes.
I feel like you should know.
But you guys are the brains and the muscle and the honeypot. Looking at you, Scott. behind it, which is, having you on here tonight, we're doing the deep dive into what goes on behind Red Radio to make it happen. So there's a lot of things to discuss, to talk about how it happens, how you organize it. You guys spend hundreds of hours every week editing video. We don't do that here at KrohnKast. This is completely live.
I was looking at your little graphic, and I thought, wow, that would be so much easier than Scott having, to make his little promos. He spent a couple hours this
I like making a little promo.
No, and they're nice. I like them too. But
once you get the
I
right
don't have
setup
to do
and get the right computer.
Yeah.
But I hear him breathing sometimes. He's like,
I always breathe that way.
When the internet goes out.
Yeah, or anything happens. I run out of toothpaste.
Oh, that one episode where the internet went down, I thought he was going to punch a hole in the wall.
That's so fun. Oh,
yeah,
like what, the first one? The first?
No, not the first one. The first one was okay, but there was a second one where we had Danon, and it kept jittering, like for the pre-records.
Yeah.
But yeah, so episode 4, you guys pre-record. So yeah, it's a lot different here. Like you were saying, why don't you use preview program stuff? Like, you know, we just have the one screen because live we're not where there's nothing for us to switch to. I mean,
check to make sure that it's
the guests show up early. We frame it. He checks the audio levels on everything. So like once it's time hits, we're good to go for the evening.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of more pre-production. I was going to ask you guys to talk about the editing. I know you spend hundreds of hours every week video editing. Mm-hmm. You're also out constantly looking for sponsors. You're also thinking about guests. So you're working, communicating, contacting future guests who can come on, working out their schedules, what they're going to bring. Then there's the whole sound engineering aspect of it to try to get, you know, that. Then you got to worry about you just got a new computer. I was hoping you'd talk about the new computer.
You're giving me anxiety.
Fancy computer.
Oh, God.
Let's get into it.
Now.
That's where you want to start.
First thing I did with the new computer is I downloaded some games on it, which is bullshit. It ought to run great.
So
I told him,
probably got some viruses.
I told him, I said, do not download any games. And he's got Worlds of War Rome and Worlds of War.
Yeah, all kinds of
England. Yeah, it's all the same game, but just different,
different
worlds.
But yeah, no, yeah, like you said, I stay on the phone constantly messaging people, trying to find people to come on the show, and so does Mandy. We just reach out to whoever we know naturally, just from around the coast. People I've been in bands with, artist friends. We're starting to, we've kind of been doing it this way. We record everything on one day, get as much as we can, and then chop it up. Try to get some decent audio with it. Connect the audio to the video.
Yeah.
I feel like we're
we got some
starting to get
sponsors.
a good
We got to make all those things. Make the commercials. Let's see. February 13th coming up. We got
a hell of a
huge
day.
crew of people coming to the house. We have Shelly. We're doing 2 episodes, shooting 2 episodes in one day. So we have Shelly Stramilla. I believe is Kevin Harris coming that day.
No.
Not that.
No, Kevin's in March.
Okay,
This
we
is
got the
where I come in
Switzers.
handy because I will write things down in
my memory's
phone.
terrible.
Scott will come up with ideas, and then they're not listening. They're checking my
was
resolution.
so smooth. That was
Oh, did you fix it?
So last week we had the glitch where the cable got bumped and disconnected, couldn't get it reconnected.
Yeah.
We just fixed that on the fly.
Oh,
and fixed the glitch in your camera.
I love how
And we're still
excited
live.
y'all are.
Yeah. We'll see if we fixed it anyway.
Yeah, so then we're recording, and one day we're recording Silent Trust, Leilani Kilgore.
We've
Who else
got
You gotta watch out for those
Northern Light
Trust boys.
Suplex.
I heard.
Those
And
Silent boys are crazy,
Pro
man.
Night Rock is recording.
They start ripping shit off the walls and throwing their guitars
No,
around.
then I'll turn into their mom and be like, "Bitch, no."
Yeah, they
We're
get
not-
weird. I'm telling you, they
No.
get weird. They
You-
get real handsy with each other. They start playing touch butt.
Oh,
Stuff gets weird, man.
no.
I've
Yeah.
heard that.
Well, then don't they have a manager?
He's not with them. He doesn't come police them.
Well, what does the
He needs to
manager
come with
do?
them.
That's
I
what a
don't know.
manager does.
He
Keeps the
doesn't-
butthole safe.
No, not them.
I mean, like, you gotta
Isn't that your job?
stay out the buttholes.
I don't know. But yeah, the system we have set up here in this multi-million-dollar situation works great for us because we don't want to spend 10 hours a week, editing
Right.
videos.
Well,
and things.
Scott,
Like we'll make clips, but it's just like straight cutting them up. Like we don't edit anything. It's live. What you just said about buttholes, that's going out there. It's out
right now.
That's a wrap.
But that's there.
That's why people watch this show.
Is that your dog outside? I heard thunder or something.
No,
Yeah.
I put the shovel back.
I don't know what you're talking about,
You
sir.
didn't hear that?
We live in a wild area. There's no
This is
cops out here.
Latimer.
Bat country.
Somebody probably just got killed outside. We don't know.
If you get lost, you end up in a cemetery.
Yeah, that's kind
It
of
would
like
have been us, but luckily Mitchell showed up.
Yeah.
He knew who it was.
it's kind of like our neighborhood. They like to have target practice
Yeah.
outside
Nonstop.
a lot.
Mandy, you're looking very fancy tonight with your sparkly shirt.
You know, I haven't worn this in a long time.
I like your makeup.
Oh, thanks.
Is that MAC? Is that a MAC product?
I felt like we just went into a portal.
Is that from Ultra?
Ultra.
Ulta.
Is it Ultra at Ulta? Well, thank you. No, it's Too Faced.
Is that the new palette?
Yes.
I can tell.
Thank you.
You do really good on the blending and the cheeks. And all
Thank
that
you.
stuff.
I feel uncomfortable now.
Yeah, he knows all about it.
So are we going to be working KrohnKast Police? Are we going to come film?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Hopefully.
that's right.
Absolutely. So
I'm scared to bring our badass computer out there.
No. You don't have to do that. Kevin had a really great idea. Having like podcast stations.
I was watching it.
podcast,
So where
bro.
y'all can y'all can interview bands or whatever. What do you think about that? Would you be?
I like
interested?
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, we were sitting by the
have to
fire
maintain
last
a little
Sunday.
bit. You can't get buck wild like you normally do.
Well, you can.
No, that's
You
that's
can.
you. That's you. I don't get
do
buck
that.
wild.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't know.
Sucks for you, Scott.
How
I know.
you and
Lame.
Mitchell had like a bro weekend during the week last week. Y'all went out
I just moved into his house.
for 2 days.
Yeah.
And I didn't sleep. My dogs, they thought Scott was never coming back.
He hasn't realized, but I put some clothes in some of the drawers over there, so I got some. outfits to
He realized.
switch into.
He put drawer potpourri in
And
the
my-
drawer.
I'm
My
getting
Old
some
Spice
snacks for
body
him.
washes
You
in
getting
the
some
shower.
what?
Snacks.
Some snacks.
Because he was telling me like kept getting up in the middle of the night eating the chips and salsa, and I was like, oh man, I wish I
Really?
had actual real food here. And so I got him some snacks so that
I ate
don't
all
have
his
to eat
cheese
the-
dip, and so I told him I was thinking about putting water in there and shaking it up, like you do some shampoo or something, try to
Oh
make
my
it look like
God.
this.
Maybe there's more in there.
Take
I
it-
felt
take a
bad.
minute
Like I'm
before you
like I got
realize.
nothing in here. I got nothing in this house for him to eat. I was like, God, this is horrible.
It's okay.
You know, I may perish.
Hey Scott, if you had a choice though, what's your favorite like midnight snack? What's your
That's a good question.
Phil likes Oreos.
Oreos,
I'm a big fan of Oreos and ice cream.
Oreos
Cookies
and
and cream ice cream. Yeah.
turducken.
Scott
Pretty good.
likes. Scott
What
likes
if they made an
boiled
Oreo
peanuts.
liquor?
That
I bet they
sounds
do.
You'd
disgusting.
probably die.
I don't like sugar in my drinks.
An Oreo liquor.
A liquor that tasted like Oreos.
Well, they got peanut butter, whiskey.
I gave you that fireball that time. It was like the Wicked Witch getting the water thrown on it. It killed you when you took it. You're like, it's nasty.
Yeah. Funny story. We bought this bottle of Fireball back here right when we started this podcast. 'cause
Nobody's
we're
still there.
drinking it.
We're gonna have all these bougie white girls on. They're gonna want Fireball. That's just the way it is.
You're gonna.
Nobody's touched that Fireball. Everybody's like, oh, and I'm like, look, it's the most popular drink right now. Like, somebody's drinking it.
That's because Jägermeister killed everybody's stomachs.
Dude,
Well, that's why I
Jaeger,
switched.
Yeah.
Had to,
I don't know why that got
I
popular.
love Jaeger.
Well,
I hate
I
it.
used to like it.
Red Bull.
and red. Oh my God, you are like a white chick from the '90s.
I don't know what white chicks from the '90s drink, but I love
Do you
Jaeger
dance
and Red
like
Bull.
this?
Sometimes.
Yeah, I know. I see it.
Sometimes I wear shirts like that too.
Oh.
White girls get a bad rap these days, man. We got.
we should.
White girls got all kinds of problems. So anyway, so you guys, you spend like 80 hours a week editing videos.
Yeah.
And
No. We usually we took a week off. We usually take a week off. And then we take a week after the show airs, and we just kind of like enjoy that week of nothing. And then we start working on like the promo, and then really working on the slideshows for each guest. Oh, Maker's Mark. So we'll start working on the slideshows for each guest and working out the lineup for everybody. And then it's time to film. And then once we start filming, then it takes a while to edit.
we did not fix the glitch.
Oh. I wonder is it my camera?
Want to do a double
The
camera?
Matrix. The Matrix is.
Which one is it?
Yours?
It's yours.
Of course.
Oh, it's because I'm shining bright.
Well, like we
Baby.
were telling Kevin, like every week, it doesn't matter. Like there's always an issue, so we don't even get excited about it anymore. We'll just
No,
It's-
I mean
it's a bandwidth issue.
yeah, it's
We'd have to figure out like which port you're plugged into. But so yeah, I just wanted to bring that home to the viewers.
Oh, how much time we put in?
Because when they watch the variety show from your living room, I think like people just watch it and they're like, oh, it's just kind of live put together on the fly, but it's not.
It's not.
There's a lot of pre-production that you and Scott go into, and I don't think the sponsors realize that either. What exactly the amount of time it takes, and I and Phil know from working in video editing how much time consuming it can be.
I'm really sick of the songs by the time they air. just because we hear them like stop,
thousands
go,
of times.
repeat, stop, go, repeat so much.
Yeah.
You get really tired. It's just like, to me, I think it would be like if you were to go record some music. Like, you really don't like your music when you're done recording, do you?
Yeah, you got to step.
No,
you got to step away from it for a few days.
Mitchell loves
And
it.
then come back to when you got a fresh year.
Yeah.
Maybe, kind of.
Imagine recording a really not good band and then spending 3 weeks mixing their stuff. It's terrible. I've heard people that do that.
Yeah.
You have to hear the same
Stuff.
bullshit ass verse over and over and over
Over and over and
You're like,
over
"Man,
and over.
which one of these $100,000 plugins will make this not sound like
The
a
turd.
garbage can?"
Put some turd
I
polish
don't
on it.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Producer friend told me that.
know.
I don't.
You have so many.
But yeah, we do spend a ton of time editing stuff. Our interviews are pretty long. You know, sometimes we end up having to chop stuff out of that, make it more interesting, or
Well, I was gonna
take curse words out. At least the really bad ones.
Yeah, I was gonna say
we leave a few.
Another great point to your show is that you do offer something different than the other podcasts. So we had Kevin and Jared from the Sound Brownwater Banter. I forget the thing that Kevin does with the sports, but they were on last week talking about podcasts, and we got into a little bit about everybody having different podcasts on the coast and how each one's a little bit different, right?
Yeah.
So like for KrohnKast, it's a deep dive with someone for a couple of hours, like getting into their background. And then on the Sound, you know, it's mainly hard rock bands,
Right.
And then they'll have a band come on and talk a little bit, you know, throughout the evening. And then there is Red Radio, which doesn't only cover local bands, it also covers photographers, artists, local businesses. You have a whole variety that you cover from just the Gulf Coast. So, I mean, everyone's got something a little bit different. Like the open micers, they do just comedians, you know, and there's a little bit of crossover. We had some comedians on here, and but everyone's got, you know, a little niche.
Yes.
Yeah, we're trying to keep it interesting.
Changing it up.
Change it up. More bizarre type art or anything or performers we can find, the better.
And old Phil over here, he's been coming over the last couple times, helping out with the sound, with the audio engineering. You got a credit. You got a credit. Sound engineer.
Live on the air. Rate
going
my
on
services
IMDb.
1 to 10 using decimals.
If you do,
You have to get a fancy shirt.
1 to 10.
I did. I got him a sweatshirt.
anytime you want to come
He
back,
got a hoodie.
just call
I
in
know.
sick.
I feel like a
Whatever you
jackass.
got.
I'm the only one that like fucking wore my hoodie tonight. You know,
Well,
I thought we were all going to wear the hoodies, and I'm like, oh,
I thought about wearing it, but you know,
you wanted to look fancy because you're the boss lady.
right? Well,
That's right.
and I wanted to wear
Got
my
to sparkle the
sparkles
brightest.
because I haven't worn sparkles
Shine bright
in a
like a
long
diamond,
time.
baby.
I have dog hair on mine.
I told Candy, who I work with, that I was going to wear sparkles today.
Did she do your nails too?
No, Linda actually did them last time. I don't want to
Ooh.
show them because they need to be redone.
Do they need to sparkle more?
They're chipped. So.
Well, Candy said if she would have done them, they wouldn't have been chipping right now.
Oh, you just started a little war.
Well, at least I don't have to deal with
Between
that. That's a your shot.
Candy and Linda.
It's on now.
They're gonna be arguing. Where are you going, Phil?
I'm gonna double cam you guys with Scott's camera.
Oh, because the glitch is bothering you. Look,
There we
he's
go.
tired of it.
Nobody wants to see my head up close anyway.
I like that better anyway.
It might be better. Why don't we switch? Why don't we switch it? Because I don't mind if it glitches on me. I'll double cam. Let me double cam them
is
with my
fine.
camera.
Okay, go for it.
Oh, that's
Or
fine
not.
right here.
Perfect.
No, that's fine. That'll work.
Okay. Well, let me
Look
just
at
press this hotkey right here.
Oh.
Look at that.
Yeah, they're a couple.
Whoa.
Yeah, just get her off of there,
We do.
or get her individual one off of there is what I mean.
just get rid of her. Just get rid of her.
Yeah, we're good.
There we go.
Are you gonna drink all that peanut butter whiskey, Scott?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, this is
good.
you know, this is regarded. I think I can say this. This is regarded as the highest quality personal experience people have had on a podcast in the southeast region of the U.S.
I forgot to mention Rushmore podcast, but they mainly
Rushmore,
do comedians too. Open micers, Rushmore, Lane
They
Mass.
were. I saw they were #1 podcast in Mississippi, huh?
You want to comment on that?
Yeah, let's talk about that.
How do you become #1? Because
We're number one.
I kind of want to be.
You're number one.
I kind of.
We're all number one.
Well, first you have to have a mullet, and you.
I mean, I'm working on
You
it.
got to create a website.
Yeah, you gotta create a website.
Yeah, I'm working on
We're
that
getting
too.
there.
We
No, we
didn't.
tried to get on Spotify and they kicked us off.
They
'cause of
kicked me
copyright.
off.
They kicked you up.
Why?
Well, I signed up for Anchor and I had it up and I created the first one,
Yeah.
and then they told me I like broke their terms of agreement.
Oh, rude.
I guess it's because of the music, but I sent them a letter, and it was
all original stuff.
I typed that letter out, very firmly.
Did they ever respond back?
No. Oh, what is that, Phil?
What is what?
That sound.
Yeah, it sounds like something like.
It sounds like something's
I think
happening out
Krampus
there.
is on your roof, dude.
Is it windy outside?
Have you watched that
Yeah, it
movie
might be.
Cloverfield?
It's the 10.
It's been a while.
It's the Cloverfield alien.
So for new people joining
Right,
in,
sorry.
during that last hurricane, I
Yeah.
had a tree cave in my roof back here.
Were you on air?
And no, I was not. But
That would have been cool.
this studio, as you can imagine, there's a lot of money in here, right?
Yeah.
Let's
No,
be
it's
honest,
not cool at
probably
all.
150K
At least
to $1 million. We don't.
At
know.
least
We don't
something.
know.
That's
We
a
don't
big
know
jump,
the
but
resale
150 probably.
So I come out here because I hear a big boom at 10:30 p.m. and I'm taking on water in here, like it's coming on my
Oh,
studio
man.
desk, like.
So you did not go to
So
bed.
I'm in my boxers on the roof with a tarp and 120 whatever. I don't know what hurricane
Yeah,
winds
yeah.
are.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm getting slapped in the face with sticks. I'm screaming.
This is
Nobody
very
can hear
dramatic.
me. My dog's barking at me. I'm trying to cover up this huge hole. And my lean-to, because out here, we build lean-tos on everything. You got a little
Yeah.
lean-to,
Uh-huh.
lean-to to put stuff under.
you,
'cause we
you
need
need to
shelter.
put some
Yeah, yeah.
shit
Right.
somewhere.
But it's
10 or 12 of those in our yard.
So it ripped a 10 off of that, and it's still like there's a couple screws missing. So that's what that sound is.
Oh,
The
okay.
wind hitting.
That was the longest.
Was the drum kit still in the same spot?
No, it's usually behind you, but I
Okay.
moved it because we usually put his electronic kit behind you. So we have 3 drum kits back here for our drummer podcast that we
All
do.
right.
Yeah. By the way, if you want to take part in that,
Maybe so.
yeah, that'd be fun. It's a good time.
Let me get my chops back together, man.
Okay. Hey, shit. Yeah. That'd be fun.
So
You know-
who's all playing KrohnKast Palooza now?
Oh my
Who
god,
we got?
I'm glad.
I know
you said
Dark
that.
Horizon.
Let's see. Well, we got we
Silent
we just
Trust.
announced a new band actually.
Oh, there's a new band.
There's a new band. It's going to be Falls from Grace. We got them coming on. It's going to be a big deal.
Why are you laughing?
They got
Awesome.
He talks so level. He's like the worst DJ in radio ever. It's like his voice.
Phil is very
His voice never goes
it's gonna
above
stay
like
just
10
like
decibels.
this.
I know. And okay, so
that's me also.
Here's what Phil just said, and then here's me. Holy shit, we got fucking Falls from Grace reuniting for goddamn Phil's birthday.
Oh my God.
Holy shit, get excited.
Who all's in
Get your
Falls
dick
from
hard.
Grace? Who all's in
It's
that?
a completely different, approach.
it's one of those. It's a nerd band kind of deal.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like
It's a big deal though.
DOD. Wow.
I'm excited to see Northern Lights.
Oh, they're great.
Yeah.
They're
Play in
fun.
your living room?
Well,
Well, that too.
I'm that's such a stressful day. I don't really get to
No, it's not.
yes it is. I enjoy it, but I don't enjoy it,
But Scott's enjoying it for you.
Right.
That's right.
So
It's fun for everybody else.
that's why we keep talking about Phil's birthday, and he's like, and we're gonna do this. His
scare these people like that.
his brain is going like
A lot of fluid in there.
bazoo, and I'm like, well, I just want to drink some beer and sell some shirts.
Yeah.
Who?
Me
On what day?
on Phil's birthday.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 Yeah, we need to film that though.
See,
Need to make that happen.
Take advantage of
There's
it.
a
See?
lot of cool shit.
You only
going on
turned 32 once.
there. Exactly.
is that you got a lot of gray hair for 32?
Do you think I'm 32?
No.
How old do you think I'm gonna be?
You're well. I think I actually know how old you are because I heard somebody say it. Are you, Summer Mitchell? Are you 34?
Yeah, I'm 34.
You'll be 34.
No, I'll be 35.
Okay. How old am I?
24.
Older than the
28.
hills.
Old. I'm older than the hills.
I got a haircut the other day, and then my dad saw it. He was like, "Hey, you got a haircut? Let me come in. Let me see. Let me look at it. Oh, that's a bit. Oh, look at all that gray hair." I was like, "Yeah, I know. Every time I get a cut, there's more and more and more. That's what happens."
Who
That's
cut
life.
your hair?
Lauren Broussard
From where?
from Biloxi, North Biloxi.
No, which Where does she work?
She owns her own salon.
Which is
Broussard
I don't know what it's called.
We don't know.
You don't know what it's called?
No.
Hair by Broussard.
Usually in a rush.
That you should know.
Probably in and out in 10 minutes.
hair by Broussard.
Hair by Lauren.
Hair by
Hey,
Lauren.
while we're on the subject, can we talk shit about some bad hairstylists in the community? Are we going to do that?
Yeah, let's get them.
Ooh.
I don't think Mandy can.
Oh,
No.
yeah, we can't do that.
But her sister-in-law can.
She
Peggy,
watching?
comment on this and let us know who all not to go to.
Because
Get a pic.
Yeah, the other day, did you see the thing where they're talking about
The
that
thing?
they passed the law?
Oh my God.
And
No, wait, they passed it?
the hygiene and they don't
No,
want
they
the
didn't
people,
pass that shit.
Cutting hair because they don't know how to use the correct hygiene. It's
No,
a big.
Jeremy-
it's a big
want them
deal.
to have
It's
a license,
big
right?
deal.
Jeremy
It's a big
England.
deal.
It's a big
Well,
deal.
Jeremy England's an asshat, right?
Yes, apparently.
Let's make a promo. Jeremy England, you're an asshat. We'll make a clip of it.
He wants to deregulate so people can he wants to create more jobs for people. So he thinks by opening blow dry bars and doing lash extensions that will help create more jobs.
No,
No, you'll blind somebody.
right.
Yeah, you'll
But then
blind
y'all get put
somebody.
through the ringer.
Yeah,
Normally. So why all of a sudden
What?
just let somebody else
He
come in and
says he mansplained it on his page. If you want to know what he said, he
how dare him.
mansplained it. Yeah,
But you're gonna woman explain it now.
yeah, no, like he said basically that you don't have to. If you're just gonna blow dry hair, why do you have to get all the other education for it?
Because he has a degree in cosmetology, he knows,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Right?
Hey, so what started him on this path to doing
His
this?
mom,
Did he date
his mom cut his hair, and that's all he knows.
Is
He
it?
thinks
Is
he
that
thinks
right?
he thinks it's the best haircut in the world. No, I don't.
I'm like,
Because
a bowl.
Look, if I'm a politician, right, and I got
Yeah.
made a little law degree, and my dad's somebody, right,
Yeah.
and I want to make a rule on this. And here's what I would do,
What?
and I'm incredibly smart in certain areas.
Why you got the scissors? You're making
let's
me
be
nervous.
honest.
Like you're
I
gonna
mean,
stab
I don't know
me.
why I'm holding scissors.
he's about to prove a point about this
Gonna
cutting
cut
hair.
somebody's hair.
He's getting mad.
Yeah.
I'll show you how easy it is.
Hey guys, let's stay on subject, okay?
Okay.
You would make a good hairdresser, though. I could see you.
No,
working
You know
as a
what?
I
barber.
understand it. I can't do my left right brain. That's why I can't do makeup. I wanted to be a makeup artist. I can't do the same thing on this side as I can on this side.
Then you should start on that side
right?
because it'll be easier for you to match up that side to
It'll be
the
different.
bad side.
I feel like you would do well as a hairstylist
I feel
or a
like-
barber. I feel like you do well as a barber.
I feel like people would like you.
I think dudes would
Yeah,
look at your
sometimes they
your
don't
blue
even-
eyes and be like, you know what? I can trust this guy with my hair.
It doesn't even really matter what you do, just as long as they feel okay with themselves when they leave.
Let me get back to my point.
Because you're good at
So-
making people feel good about themselves.
Ah,
Oh my
so if I'm a politician, right?
god! Yeah,
And I want to like make a name for myself because I never heard of this little
Jeremy England.
Yes,
He was kind of on our side in the beginning
Nah, he's not.
of the
He's a
plague.
little-
He's a politician.
he's a little
now.
McNugget, right? So if I want to know about this stuff, I'm going to get like the director of the Mississippi Department of Hair People or a cosmetologist and say,
Right,
what
the
do you
board
think?
of cos-
yeah,
yeah.
maybe get some pro insight. I don't know if he did that. He probably didn't because all I'm seeing.
He said that there's a lot of money being spent for people to regulate certain things, but if you still have to regulate hygiene, and sanitation and all of that, then you're not saving any money.
Right.
You're not saving any money.
Right. And all I'm seeing, look, if 90% of all hair and makeup and all these people are bitching about it, it's
Yeah.
probably not a good thing to do because these are people that are in the industry.
Right.
They're the people that live this shit every day. It's their
Yeah.
careers. It's their livelihoods. And so this when I see this little meatball head nerd guy come on the thing talking about stuff that he don't know nothing about, talking about you, Jeremy England. If you want to clear it up, come on, KrohnKast podcast, and we'll clear it up.
Let's talk about it,
I'll
Jeremy.
pay you $1,500.
We'll discuss it.
This is what people the guests they respond to threats. That's why they come on.
You're gonna pay him?
I'm going to pay you $1,500.
Well, no. Why don't you pay us?
I'm going to pay him in Chuck E. Cheese token.
And cheese
I'm going to
cash.
pay him in Chuck E. Cheese
I need
token.
money. I'm in the podcasting business. I'm broke. Don't pay Peanut Head that.
Okay, now he's not going to come on. Now we're going to fix the issue. Now everybody's going to get skin infections. Because
No,
they're gonna,
no. Now he's just going to get a bad haircut for life.
Because
Sounds like the name of a song.
certain people don't need a license, right? I mean, you don't need a license to practice freelance makeup.
No. So there, yeah, you do. You should be You should be licensed to do makeup and get paid to do it.
Freelance?
There's a loophole if you do makeup at a counter at the mall.
Right.
They have like loopholes for that. They don't necessarily get paid. I mean, I could be wrong. Peggy, you still watching, girl? You can help me out.
Hey.
But what?
Can I tell you something?
Tell me.
Freelance and mall makeup girls don't need a license.
I really don't think that is true. I mean, people probably do it.
Phil was a model one time. He knows.
I modeled tuxedos.
It was a camouflage tuxedo.
I did see you post a video.
Did you? Oh, you did.
I was very good.
Are you gonna do the walk?
I thought you were joking for a second, but I remember you
should do the walk. Now, if you're gonna be like a hair braider, then that is a different license. Barbers have different license than cosmetologists.
Look,
estheticians.
Please,
slightly different.
Take what I say with the biggest bucket of salt ever, because I don't know what I'm talking about. Right? There's a lot of fluid in my brain that like releases. At times
you and
that
Scott.
Yeah, it's
y'all fluidy.
Man, I wake
peanut
up
butter whiskey.
I wake up in the middle of the night, and put underwear on my head and just run around in circles in my living room. I don't know what's going on, dude.
I'm not leaving my car here now.
So
there gotta be his butt prints on my windshield.
But I'm gonna tell you from experience that and I think maybe they should, because I mean, look, I've seen girls, they're not cleaning their brushes, they're going face to face to face to face to face, and that's, you can't do that. That's
you're not supposed to do. That's why you go to school and get trained.
Right,
what year did that get implemented, where you can't use the same brushes?
I don't know. I don't do makeup.
Peggy, what year did that become effective?
Peggy doesn't know. Have you met Peggy?
Yes, she does.
She doesn't know.
Remember at the
is she watching
at the ballerina ball? Because she sang with Scott and Mike.
Wait, say that again. What?
What was it called? It wasn't called Red Room Arrangement. Y'all did something else. It was like called the Anderson All Star Superstar.
Anderson All Stars.
Yeah.
Something's up or something like that.
Why do you want to know when the brush thing happened?
Well, I'm just saying, like, it was probably like, I don't know, maybe like in the 90s or something. I'm just throwing out here. I'm thinking that they probably came up some stupid law saying, hey, don't use brushes because you're transmitting cooties, and you should have good hygiene.
I know a lot of makeup artists that they have like 1 million brushes. It's like an addiction. They just buy them left and right. Excuse me. And they'll use certain ones and then they'll pull new ones.
It'd be like me and Phil using each other's toothbrush or using the same toothbrush. I mean,
well, no, you sanitize it, you clean it,
and
you're
clean
not
it with alcohol.
But at a long time ago, this wasn't the case.
Yeah, people were nasty.
People were nasty a long time ago.
For a very long time.
And with COVID and this whole thing where you go into Ulta and you're not allowed to use testers, I think that's a great thing, because there's like herpes and hepatitis and nasty stuff.
Does that transmit?
Yeah.
Let me get you on record, though.
Oh God.
Let me get you on record.
No.
Because we are live. Whatever you say is God's law.
Nobody's watching this.
Okay. I appreciate that. This is going out to. We got a guy from Serbia watching, by the way.
Oh, hey.
So.
Is it your Russian friend? Your Bosnian friend?
I don't know.
He does.
The Russian gambler
I'd like
that
to
you
be
made
friends
with
him.
Send him a private message.
So you're telling me, if I go to the Golden Nougat, right?
Yeah.
And I hire a makeup artist from Mardi Gras to come to my room, to do my makeup for an event, so I can go get bougie and rub elbows with the big money Biloxians, right?
What kind of makeup are you going to do? Are you going in drag? Do you have a wig?
You're telling me.
Yes.
That my makeup girl by law needs to be licensed to come into my room.
I already told you, Phil, that I'm 80-95% certain that you have to be licensed to receive
80-95% certain
to receive money to perform.
They probably won't be, but they probably should be.
I know people that are not. What did Peggy say?
She's not watching.
She's not watching.
I'm not going by what she's saying. I'm going by personal experience from what I've seen.
Well, I understand your personal experience says that certain people that are not licensed. But
Peggy is watching. She said you have to sanitize the brushes after every face.
Look,
well, she doesn't know about the.
But
I think you have to be licensed.
Do you have to be licensed, Peg? Do you know?
No,
Say something.
No, you don't have to be licensed to do freelance makeup.
Look it up.
Look,
I'll put $27 on that.
I'm gonna call somebody.
Can we phone a friend?
I'm gonna phone a friend.
Would that be a health department violation?
That would be a State Board of Cosmetology violation.
No.
I thought
We're gonna find out. I'm
gonna call Miss Ann.
Better hold the phone on that, bro.
Oh,
So there's a technicality because I went through this. This was a big deal in the makeup world down here because they were talking about shutting people down, but then it never happened.
yeah.
Right? They were talking about shutting people down a few years ago. It was like 4 or 5 years ago.
When I was in school, they said that you have to make it to like if you're
It's like
receiving.
moonshine.
Okay.
People are gonna make it. They're gonna do
People
it
are gonna
either
do
way.
it.
You
You
can't
can
regulate it.
yeah.
People are still gonna make moonshine in their house.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Go door to door in every house?
Like I'm gonna go get some of Phil's moonshine.
You're using the same brushes with every person. You're going to jail. I mean, you know. Some moonshine. Chill out.
No, people do it. I'm sure.
Okay.
Like
What do you think we're drinking right now?
Peanut butter whiskey.
peanut butter jelly time.
Concoction.
Concoction.
We'll move on. We don't.
Can't see the other half of the studio, but that's what they're.
Look,
There's a distillery.
But I am right.
I'm calling somebody right now.
Call a lifeline.
All right, I have to go to the bathroom anyways.
Okay.
later.
Investigate what that noise is outside. How about that?
I'm gonna go look.
Yeah, check that out. Mandy's not gonna come back for a little while now. I told you Krampus was real.
Old Scotty here. You got in touch with the funky uncle
Yeah.
and made that happen, which was a great experience.
Yeah, it was awesome. That was a lot of fun.
And now old Phil over here got inspired, and he's doing Funky Wednesdays.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, me and my buddy Hot Money Chip and Hot Money
I was at the jam
Steven,
session.
yeah,
thing y'all
yeah.
doing?
Steven,
Yeah, that's cool.
I played in a cover band with him years ago, and he's from Moselle, Mississippi, and he drives down every Wednesday. Every other Wednesday, we're going to start doing it, and we're going to invite different guitar players and different
heck
bass
yeah.
players and some keyboard guys, and just do a little jam.
Yeah, that's cool.
'Cause nobody does anything on Wednesdays, you know?
I'm going to have to ride up and just hang out in the corner.
Yeah, dude, that'd be
I feel
fun.
like the dudes from Funky Getaway would be all about that.
Yeah, I'm thinking about getting
Bet
with
you they
them.
would.
They could be like your house band.
I
I mean, not Funky, but like the dudes from Funky.
Yeah. I'm going to get some different people in here and get them involved, and we're going to get the another drum set in here. I plan on getting a second electronic drum set to keep.
That'd be
in here.
cool.
How much money are you rolling in exactly? You're buying new microphones, new drum sets.
I'm
Yeah, it'd be
thinking-
cool. The funk
Can
jam.
you,
get
can you order me some
percussion.
shit?
Yeah,
Some congas,
Absolutely.
congas, and
Yeah.
whatever else, timbales or something.
we can. I'm very successful, Mitchell. I work really hard.
I know you're driving like a new car. I mean,
And come tomorrow, by the way, I'm going to be rolling in the dough because GameStop is going to.
Oh, right.
I've been sweating about that shit all weekend. But yeah, we're going to get rich off GameStop. Death to the hedge funds.
That's messed up.
No, but I plan on getting another electronic drum set just in case. I mean,
heck yeah.
I want to keep it here for the drummer series.
which one are you gonna get?
The Lisa's Nitro Mesh, because Chip got one. I went and played on it. Same difference. You put a drum program on there on the computer, plug in, and you're good to go. Sounds great. And it's Mesh.
Interesting.
Yeah, sounds great. And we're gonna do that. And I'm just gonna try to up the volume on everything I'm doing. You know, like have some legit bands come in here, clear out the drum sets. I got the brass section of Blackwater Brass coming in here next
Oh,
week.
sweet.
So the Elysius has mesh heads?
Yep. It's like $380, dude. Straight up, and it's just as good as anything else.
What are y'all talking about?
Is it used?
Drum sets.
No, brand new 380.
Electronic kits.
Damn.
Oh.
Yeah, you can't beat it. So I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna try to get some jam stuff coming in here because I mean, like I said, there's not. I mean, shows are starting to pop up. Like I booked my thing in March,
What thing? What thing did you? Oh, your birthday.
but I have zero faith. I have zero faith. I mean, I'm glad we're in the state that we're in. somewhat when it comes to that. But
You're
I have zero,
prepared for
I
it
have
to
zero
not.
faith in the federal government to get things moving.
Right.
You know what I mean?
What you want the federal government to move?
I would like my check.
Yeah, right.
You want the government to move some money?
Well, no, I want what everybody else wants. I want everything to go back to normal. So
Get
we
out and do some gigs.
Yeah, so we can start
get some work
getting
in.
weird, you know.
some money.
We had the most amazing concert summer series planned last summer.
Oh yeah, we had to cancel
Nothing
all kinds of
happened.
shows.
What did you have planned?
We were gonna go see some shows. We weren't gonna make
okay.
anything happen. We were just
We had Elton
planned
John
to go live a little
tickets.
bit.
That's
and then
right. That's right. I
While
remember you talking
we're
about
on the subject, though, are y'all going to make anything happen for this year?
Oh, for
Like
Red
for-
Radio?
as far as shows?
We would like to.
I mean, as far as planning some events, or
Yeah,
going
like
to
setting
see
up some events. Like
we're
Red
work-
Radio.
Oh, yeah.
We're working on some things.
nothing we can announce yet, but we got
We have plans.
You always have things in the works.
That's his
Yeah.
liquid brain.
This is the question I want to ask Mandy before we get into it.
Scatterbrain,
Before
for
we unlock your head, Mandy, what is it like being married to Scott's brain? Not Scott, but Scott's brain that works on 2,900 levels all at once, around the clock, nonstop. I get fucking emails from him like 3:00 in the morning.
I know.
It's like
What
she
is
has
it
2
like?
kids.
I
Keeping up
ignore
with
him.
his brain.
I just ignore him a lot. I do. What are you doing?
It's his ice. That's the ice bucket.
No. I
It's his
try.
Latimer.
Some stuff like I've learned early on with Scott that you have to like I just say okay, and then if he makes it happen, like if he makes it from the idea step to the next step, then I'll help.
Then you get on board.
Then I'll get on board.
She addresses it once I tell her we got like 30 people coming to the house.
And then I address it.
But he's got to get some steam. He's got to get some steam on it.
Yeah,
going.
because a lot of times he has just multi.
I have lots of ideas that never turn into anything.
There's a lot of ideas. A lot.
Yes. Yeah.
And
he's
it's
an
odd
idea
because
guy.
you don't sleep
Or
either.
an idea engine.
It's an idea engine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
for better or worse.
Which I love. I love that he's an idea engine. He's
Yeah.
always constantly throwing things out like, hey, what about this? How about doing this? And I'm just like, whoa, I feel like I'm on a roller coaster, but it's a really fun roller coaster. Do
But you have to. You have
you
to
feel like you're in a roller coaster in your marriage?
always. Always. Yeah. You really have to learn to like go. Okay. Well, that sounds like a lot of work. So we'll see how that goes.
Maybe we'll simplify that idea a little
Yeah.
bit.
Let me ask you about that, about Red Radio. So when Scott proposed, hey, we're going to do this thing, at first it was like, oh, this will be fun. But then did it end up feeling like this is a lot of work and that we need to benefit from all the work and energy that we put into it?
It's funny. So I actually cut Tristan Rupert's hair. He's a reporter at the TV station, and I cut his hair when he was in high school. Really? And I've known him that long. And so he knows my history at the TV station. And I told him when I said, Scott and I have a podcast now. And he said, oh, you missed it. And I said, I did. But I didn't know I missed it.
Missed what?
Like the broadcasting, like the putting stuff together and airing it. And
At
doing all that.
WLX?
Yeah. Like I don't
And
I don't
missed
really
it in what capacity? Like missed it in
like the creative.
like you'd be running the show there, or
Yeah.
But you're running your own show, so
Yeah. So it's much better. Like it's better because Scott comes up with these
You have
great
some creative
ideas.
input now, whereas at
Yeah.
WLX, you probably just got
You
your
just got up
story
and did what you were told to do. Phil, what is that face?
How long have y'all been together?
20.
Oh shit!
About 20 years.
29
Really?
years.
Yeah. 20.
Are y'all like high school people?
I'm old, Phil.
Facebook
We're
said that we've been
old.
friends for like 11 years. I'm like, I don't even
Yeah.
remember friending Mandy 11 years ago.
I feel like you're probably one of my first friends
No,
on
did y'all
Facebook.
know each other in high school or something?
No.
Like,
Nope.
No.
We worked at Outback Steakhouse together.
Really?
The one
Yeah.
that used to be on the beach. I
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
washing dishes, and she thought that was just so sexy.
That was
so
that
this
was
guy's going
so
places.
All the lettuce and-
sexy.
Blooming
I
onion particles on my apron.
Did she say, "Hey, you want to wash my dishes"?
She did. Actually, she came and helped me wash dishes.
I did.
I knew she was. a
I
cute
felt
man.
so. Leo Boyle. I got him a job there, and he walked out on a Saturday.
back.
in the middle of a shift.
What?
Never came back.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so I felt bad for Scott because he was doing that breathing thing that he does
Mm-hmm.
when he's pissed.
Go punch a hole in
And
the
he
wall.
was throwing dishes, and I was like, "Oh, I gotta leave that job. I feel really bad."
You a good mama bear.
So I helped for a little bit.
It's all right. I just stole all the wallaby darn when they brought it back.
That's
That's what we did it out back. They'd bring the big, was it a Canberra or the big jug of, they had the wallaby darn, which is like their daiquiri or some mixed drink we had.
It's a peach drink.
They'd bring it to the
It's
back and we'd
good.
go swoop
Phil,
up in there
it's
with our
good. I
large
don't even
cup.
like peaches. That shit's
We
good.
get tore up on the clock. Probably getting a call from Outback tonight.
No, that's
Bob Taylor.
Bob
from
Taylor
back in-
doesn't. He doesn't.
Yeah, he
He's
doesn't,
not no longer
mess
the
with it.
proprietor of Outback.
Shout out to Bob Taylor. I got drunk at Outback that serviced the Denver Broncos up in Denver one time. On
You lying.
Thanksgiving. I swear to baby Jesus, I was video of it, dude. Private. It was closed and shit. We got up in there and drank all the drinks. Yeah,
Baby
Hell yeah.
Jesus.
yeah.
Where did you say this was at?
They right next door, down the street from the Denver Broncos practice facility.
Oh, really?
They catered all the Broncos shit until they got sick of it, and then they would switch to like fucking Piccadilly's or something dumb. But yeah, we got in there and got trashed.
Awesome.
We'll talk about it
At the beginning of the show, Phil referred to you guys as a power couple, and I refer to you guys as a creative force couple,
Oh,
or a creative power force couple.
I like how.
I like the creative.
You have a great
I don't
energy
feel
working
power.
together.
Well, that's because
A lot of give and take,
he.
Yeah.
or just a lot of give.
She reels me back in.
he
She makes it a realistic idea. Mine's a little more
You give her like
over the top,
500 ideas, and she says, "Fine,
off the
pick
bat.
2."
that
Yeah.
yeah.
pretty much, and I need that.
He needs
I need
that.
because sometimes
Sometimes though he like
I try to do it all
He gets
instead.
pissy. He's like, "No, I want to do it this way."
you
I'm
don't
like,
see my vision.
I see your vision, but your vision, I also
Your
see
vision is
money.
shit. But I like that she'll tell me straight like that.
Yeah, I'm
Your
not good
vision
at.
is
I'm just not good
garbage.
at sugarcoating things.
No, you're
Yeah.
very blunt. You're very,
to
you don't,
everybody,
you don't
which
beat
is
around the
good.
bush. You know exactly what you're dealing with. You don't like
I don't like to.
There's
I
no
don't,
time to
know.
bullshit.
I
placate.
don't like to. Yeah, I don't. I don't want. Like, I mean, I'll break your heart, and I'll be sorry for you, but
But you meant it in the best way.
I meant it in the best of ways.
Fuck you! Get out of my face! I got better things to do.
Mandy, can I be frank?
Oh, maybe.
You remind me of a person that lets people go at a job place.
You know,
Send Mandy in.
She's the HR for Red Radio.
I have fired clients.
Can you fire?
Phil's over here playing with scissors. He almost stabbed his dick with it.
Hey, Mandy,
Yeah.
this will be fun. Can you fire me for underperforming at my job?
Phil,
What's going on? I'm in here. I got shit going on. I got boxes piling up. What's going
Phil,
on?
you got a hole in your fucking roof. For one,
Hey, we're gonna tell you what's up.
I'm working on it. Okay.
you keep messing with the scissors, and that is against policy.
That's whatever. I'll fix it. Well, it's fine.
We're gonna need you just to
I'm gonna go
go.
back
Just
to-
leave.
What?
Just go.
You're
Just
are you
go.
firing me?
Yeah, you're fired.
Yeah, take
Bye-bye.
a spot, Mandy.
I've been here for 2 years. I've been here for 2 years.
You can't make
I mean, if you're gonna get emotional, I'll just call the cops.
You're
feel
kidding
like-
me, right?
I'm not.
and they're gonna believe her.
Like the way that she
They always believe
she,
the woman.
she says it. I feel like she had to do that maybe a couple times.
I
like
have.
WLX.
No. I've never. I
How
never
many people
fired
have you
anyone.
told to go home?
A few.
100.
You know, it's because Scott's friends have not Mitchell, not you. I like you.
not you guys.
For now.
Y'all aren't my friends.
I
Y'all
have,
aren't my real
I
friends.
have had to kick some of Scott's friends out of our home in the past, and I've had to kick people out of the salon
for being disrespectful.
No, well, they just wouldn't leave. It's just time to
hang out.
go.
Welcome to my world.
I've had them friends like the cable guy.
They just show
Jim
up
Carrey
and
just wouldn't go away.
stay, which is, I mean, fine, whatever, but it's time to go.
Yeah.
I made you scrambled eggs, Steven.
Scott he had this one friend, I won't say his name, but he used to call, like, we had Bonnie, she was a baby, you know, like 2 weeks old, 3 weeks old, and he would call, "Hey, I'm locked out of my car." Well, too bad, call Nikes. And then he'd call back, "Where's Scott? I'm
Holding the baby.
still locked out of my car."
Changing a shitty
Like,
diaper
you're
right now.
waking up my baby, motherfucker. Like,
Yeah, you don't want to be.
you
messing with
you
a
need to go.
Newborn mama bear. you do a great job of complimenting each other in that sense, where you allow this, like you're saying, his friends, this life of his, to come into your home and take over your living room and record and perform, and then you manage
to get them out.
No, behind the scenes, this vision of all this chaos.
Yeah.
You do a very great job of working together. Like, not everybody, I can say, is fortunate enough to have that kind of relationship where you want to be doing this a lot of the time, but you also have other responsibilities, to attend to.
Oh yeah, I'm very lucky.
It's a hard balance to attain, and you guys do a great job of it.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
But we also
like
have a lot of help from y'all too, so we appreciate y'all as well.
Yeah, we have a lot of help from our friends and our family. My mom helps us a lot out with Bonnie.
I must apologize. The last time I was over your house, I think I drank 17 Miller Lights.
Did you?
Hey, well, that's okay. They hooked it up.
I still can't believe you haven't brought it up. You haven't brought it up, Mandy.
What? That he drank all the Miller Lite?
FEB
got those up.
Dude, I was like, how many Miller Lights do they have? Every time I go to the refrigerator, there's more in there.
FEB brought
We've
those.
been live for an hour, and you still haven't brought it up. Where the fuck is the veggie tray?
Oh, I thought about it earlier. I did. I was in Phil's house. I was petting the dog, and I was like, that asshole. He didn't get me a veggie tray.
All over here, straight from fucking Louisiana.
We brought.
You know what?
That motherfucker didn't even stop by Sam's.
We did bring some. You just got a.
Are you kidding me?
You got a microwave?
No, I brought popcorn. Yeah, pop some popcorn.
I got a $2,000 microwave. Nice.
Everything in Phil's life is like $1,000.
Big money. That's why it's hashtag big money.
It all has the serial number scratched off.
She complimented my stripper white couches in there. She's like,
look, you know what? I did not say that they were stripper white, but you know what? They do have a little bit of an 80s flair to them.
Absolutely.
Like, there should be a lot of drugs in that room.
We're gonna film a music video in that room.
Are you gonna have some afros and bell bottoms
on the tag?
There's gonna be a lot of white powder.
On the tag,
that's what it is.
Well, the color of the couch is on the tag. It says cocaine white.
Holy hell!
From rooms.
Look, now I opened it. You gotta pop it.
I will pop it. I'll pop it.
Pop it, lock it.
My dog likes popcorn too. It's one of his favorite foods. He told me.
We did stop at the gas station. They didn't have anything worth a damn.
We were gonna get wrap snacks
for y'all, but. And mango salsa.
Cool. That's cool. I'm on a diet, but that's really cool.
What, wrap snacks?
Yeah,
you're on a diet?
Yeah, I'm on a bulking phase right now.
Oh, I'm on a diet too. I started my beer.
I'm bulking already.
I started CrossFit boot camp.
Did you really?
I did.
How's that going?
It's really good. But I told them, I said, I'm not doing that popping and locking shit, and I don't need no chalk.
Hey, can I give you some advice about CrossFit?
Yeah.
I'm about to piss off the whole CrossFit community.
Don't piss
I don't
them
give a
off.
shit, dude.
Don't do it.
They're not fighters.
Don't do it. They're not fighters.
It's not like
they could win a pop
guys.
and lock contest.
Pretty sure you get to do CrossFit. You have to own your own gym, right?
No, I go to a gym that they own.
The only way they keep it going.
The muscle ups, you know where they go?
Oh, I don't do that.
That's how they look when they're done. Don't do that.
I don't do that.
It's a great way to tear your rotator cuff.
What? That's the pull up thing.
That's why mine's
Yeah,
just do pull ups, right?
Yeah, I'll do a pull up.
Just do pull ups.
But I can't even do a pull up. That's why. It's emotional.
I'm super passionate about certain things in my life, and when you bring up stuff like, that's great.
I won't do the roly poly. Okay.
What's the roly poly?
That thing that do it again, Phil. Show people.
It's a pull up, right? But it's like a whip it pull up.
So whip it into shape. Shape it up.
Roly poly.
You bring it.
Roly polies.
You kind of throw your legs up there.
Yeah, it's bullshit. Just do a pull up, bro. You know,
I can't.
Man up.
I can't.
Well,
not even to save my life. Probably I probably couldn't.
I'm gonna do a pull up.
Yeah.
But if I get my leg up there.
Oh, that's what. Yeah.
If I was dangling off a cliff, I don't think I'd know.
I mean, look, if you do it properly, you know what you're doing. It's great. It's great. It's great. I'm all about people getting off the couch and moving around.
I feel like he's got emotional, Mitchell.
But
is this what happens?
I wish he was like this at the beginning of every show.
Where's
It doesn't happen until the middle.
Do we have
Stop
a
doing cardio. Stop doing freaking cardio and bullshit.
Oh my God.
Hey, do you want to know?
God.
Do you want to
Oh my
know what
God.
burns the most calories? What exercise burns the most calories, and what you
Lifting
need
weights.
for it?
Playing
Nothing.
drums
You need
on funk night.
the down and ups, the up downs, whatever. That burns the most calories of any exercise ever. You know, you do that, throw in some weights, you're good to go.
What do you mean a down and up?
No, I don't like a burpee.
Burpee.
Like a burpee. I don't do burpees
Burpee.
either. I walk it out.
Walk it out.
Hit
Walk
the
it out.
weights.
Well, no, I do hit weights because I go to CrossFit. So there's weights.
There's a lot of bikes with the fans and the wheels. I mean, it's great.
I used to do spin class too.
Yeah, spin class is legit. But
What the hell? It's the same damn thing.
It's all.
Oh my God.
Stop.
Phil.
Just stop.
Phil. Stop.
Let's move on, Mitchell.
Moving on, Phil.
Don't get too upset.
Phil, he's red
So
in the face.
What's the future for Red Radio like? What are you guys thinking?
Where are we going?
Because we're at the beginning of the year here. Yeah, what's going to happen this year with Red Radio? Like, what I mean, where does your vision take you? Is it just like because at first it was like once a month, and now Manny's saying it's twice a month. So like, what's the
it had
deets?
to be.
What's the deets?
It had to be twice a month. Because when we were doing the
It ends up being
show,
really long.
Scott, his vision turns into like an hour and 45 minutes to 2 hours, and that's just a long time. Like I have friends that are watching this show, and they're like, I gotta put my kid to bed, So we had to move it to 2 shows a month.
By all means, accommodate the parents so that it's a shorter attention span for them. By all means,
Right.
All right. It ends up being really long. I think I'm going to edit, a lot of the interviews out, but then they end up being really good sometimes. So you have like a 20, 30-minute interview, and then I don't know. I hate to chop too much out of it. And Mitchell does a great job hosting, so he has some really important
Mitchell
questions.
puts a lot of
that's-
work into his
energy.
guests.
Right.
Well, he has a lot of energy, but he puts a lot of effort into his guests, like looking them up and knowing
Doing the homework.
homework.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
Homework.
easy.
He's got a special
So yeah,
brain
it
for
accidentally ends up being a really long episode, so we're going to chop it down to 2 a month.
Just have 4 guests on
Kind of
each.
hoping we end up doing it once a week. I don't know if it'll be shorter or
Look, Mitchell, you just have to say
You just-
okay. Just say okay
we'll figure this out when the time
and
comes.
see where it goes.
Get my wife to say okay.
That's another
Ashley,
thing.
If you're watching,
Ashley.
She doesn't watch.
Oh, no, she watched. She
watched-
signed
she
in
watched-
earlier.
She doesn't.
She
She doesn't
watched
watch any of this.
Every episode, I see her name
I
pop up.
see her name pop up
No.
too. She was here for Della.
She'll like. Well, no, that's she loves Della,
Yeah,
and
everybody.
she hasn't been to a show.
I'm in love with how they
And-
love each other.
Della Memorial is who
5
they're talking about. Look them up on
years.
Spotify. They're
Oh
very
my
good.
God.
years.
Y'all, I am so in love
So-
with their love for each other.
So she didn't come on to hear us. She came on to
if only we had
to
that.
listen to them to
If
watch
only.
them. It was the only way she could get to a show. So, but no, she don't watch any of it. I mean, she's like, yeah, go fuck off, whatever you want going to do.
Yeah, that's what
So,
I do for Scott. He's like,
yeah.
I'm going to practice. I'm like, all right. See
I might
you
not come
later.
home. I don't know.
Can I tell
Like,
you guys what love is? Can I tell you what love is?
Tell me what love is, Phil.
Love is when you look at each other.
Yeah. You're looking at Mitchell that way
Who else am I going to look
right
at?
now.
Scott?
I mean, what's wrong with me?
What's wrong? What's wrong with
Nothing wrong with you, Scott. You're,
Yes, there is.
you're exactly the way you need to be.
You're precious. You're fucking precious.
So, love is when you look at each other
Uh-huh.
and you're like, man, I wish the world would just stop spinning for 5 more minutes so we could have that much more time together.
No, that's not what love is.
That's what love is.
No, you want to know what love is?
Tell me.
Sunday morning, who's making coffee?
What?
The Keurig.
Who's making coffee?
You press the button on the thing.
No, who's
Put the
making
little-
I was about to
coffee?
say my ass got up.
You press the
this
button on
morning,
the
but
phone.
I-
app.
You did it.
When on the phone app, that is techie. No, we have a Mr. Coffee pot.
You like that
You
old
guys are coffee pot
school.
people?
Oh, and you know what? You know what
I
else?
like Keurigs.
Yeah,
I
so-
like the Keurig flavors, but it just doesn't make nearly
okay,
enough.
Let me
Yeah.
tell you. So the first night he stayed at my house,
Yeah.
I had a Keurig in a box, unopened.
Oh,
Got it out for him, filled it with water, showed him where a new box of pods were
Yeah.
in the cabinet. I said, "Look, man, it's good to go. Just turn it on. Beep, boop, bop." right in the morning. Motherfucker, I came in after he left. The motherfucker didn't even make coffee. I'm like,
He took
you
it out the
motherfucker!
box.
I opened up
appreciate all
the
that.
box.
I think it was summertime and it was hot.
I
and
would have
didn't
had
want hot
coffee.
It's true.
I do Red Bulls.
And now I got him.
You know what
drinking-
else
I got
is
him
for
drinking
iced
the
coffee?
cold Starbucks Frappuccinos.
That's
You know,
right.
you know what else
did
is
do that.
my love language? When Scott fills my gas tank up.
Which I did.
He did on the way
That's
here.
deep. Yeah,
Because you don't want to get halfway out here and
I
break down
hate
in the middle of nowhere.
pumping
I don't
gas.
get that, but whatever. I mean, I do it for my wife. I've never, before my wife, I never dated a girl who asked me to do that. Like, they were all very like, I'll pump my own fucking gas. Don't touch my fucking.
No,
car.
I'm not.
But my wife is like, yeah, will you please get out so I could just sit here and center myself? I'm like, sure. I mean, I don't ever, tell her no. But like when it's really, really cold, or really, really hot, it's like, yeah, I'll get out. I don't care.
I would never let a girl pump gas.
Ever.
You hear me, Scott?
Not
I
ever.
would never let a girl pump gas. If I'm there,
Y'all, sometimes the gas pumps are confusing. I went and had to pump gas for the first time in like a year, and I was like, whoa.
if I pump a girl's gas, I'm putting premium in that shit. You know what I mean?
Why? She's not gonna know.
I'm gonna tell her.
And she's gonna be like, oh, well, that was stupid.
I'm gonna tell her.
Stupid.
You're
I'm gonna
so
tell her I put that
stupid.
90, I'm gonna tell her I put 93 in, but I actually put 87.
Ah! You wasted your money. Money, honey.
What do you hope to accomplish by the end of the year with Red Radio?
I have
Fill me in. I got questions.
well.
You got questions.
I didn't know what's going on.
I'm not sure if I have answers, but
So we do have some ideas that we've talked about. Like there's certain things that we would like to do, like go in depth with certain people with certain things that would take longer than a normal 10-minute interview.
Sure.
Should we tell them?
about maybe the morning thing we were talking about.
Well, that was your thing. I'm talking about my thing.
Oh boy.
Oh, you go ahead and tell them about your thing. 'Cause I'll probably mess that one up.
Is this the early show that you're gonna plan?
No, so Scott's thing is different. So we went to the metal show. All right.
Yeah, that all day death metal,
Yes.
black
Band
metal
from South America.
Hell yeah, dude.
Okay.
I watched the videos. They had candles and shit.
There was candles
That
and
was,
shit.
that was pretty fucking cool,
I'm
though.
pretty sure that the guy called the devil while we were there.
Yeah, he
I
did.
hope so.
Yeah, he did. And
Have you seen our flyer?
oh my god. Yeah. So just being there and talking to all of the people, Mitchell, just talking to all of the people there, you know, you might go to a metal show and be like, oh my God, I'm at a metal show. This is really kind of scary. But it was very much a family. You
Yeah,
know,
nobody's ever
Oh my
like
God,
that.
they're very
Everybody's so chill.
Those guys are
so
legit,
friendly, so welcoming.
Nobody is scared to go to a metal
Yeah,
show.
you get a flat tire there, everybody's gonna fix it.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's
Well,
got
we
it to
weren't.
the same
one
time.
metalhead in their family.
Our lift, we took a lift there from the Sky Bar, and we pulled up in the lift. I was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah, he was like, "Ooh, y'all have fun." We're
I'm
like,
about to get
"See
drug
you
out of my car. I'm like,
Ah,
Yeah, so I would like to do like some sort of in-depth like metal community type thing.
Call
I
that
know,
Nana,
I know a guy who knows all the metal bands.
Yep.
Who is it?
me.
Well, it's
Oh, yeah.
that guy. That guy. No, yeah. So I wanted like the history of the metal scene, you know?
Yeah. So,
like go back in time to like when we were growing up, like the 90s and stuff. I mean, I know it goes back further, but
listen to me.
he's
I'm
not the guy.
listening.
I can put you together a dream team of guys that can.
Ooh,
I'm telling you, some
There you
guys
go.
from all walks that can
round table.
I'm telling you, that can hook that up.
Gulf Coast Metal Alliance.
Yes.
I can give you 4 names right now. That
Give them
will,
to me.
Nodder.
Nodder.
Yeah, no,
I talked to
we
him
told him
actually.
about coming on too, so hopefully that.
Yeah, he'd be great.
Yeah.
He'd be great. He was great on here.
But I want to go to another metal show and like go to the metal show,
Yeah,
not just pop in like
you know
we
what we
did.
should do. You know what we should do?
What?
We should do a double podcast, or just do one podcast. We should go to the Tracks Bar on there because they're doing a couple metal shows.
They've been
pretty soon.
doing a lot of metal
and
shows.
it's great. Yeah, me and Mitchell went and saw some weird shit over there.
There is some weird shit that happens at
It's a
these
cool one.
like
Weird. Yeah,
I liked it.
yeah.
Yeah, it was
I
fun.
want to go back
It's
and
a nice
try the
bar.
food.
Yeah, I know.
Have we had the food there? I feel like we tried to get the food there one time.
I've eaten there a long time ago, but I don't think since
When we were there, so we were there and a fight broke out, and Zach was Zach was in the kitchen making food, and he ran out in the middle of making somebody's order. He still had the apron on and everything to diffuse a fight,
and he did very well. He's like, hey, stop it! And everybody was like, hey, it's cool, bro. And then everybody's high fiving. I was like, how did that? How
this dude stop frying catfish? Come.
So I got fucking hot
slap you with a piping hot catfish fillet, bastard.
I want to also kind of talk to Blaine Ashley. I don't know if y'all know Blaine. Blaine has been on the coast for how long?
Oh, forever.
40, 50 years.
With Big Talk Entertainment. He runs sound at the Island View.
He started Stars.
The Stars band. He manages that.
And he played in it in the beginning, and then
pretty much everybody on the coast has played in Stars. Well, I played in Stars band. My brother played in Stars band. There's been like 5,000 versions. They've had
there was a period of
the
time
recent version's been that way for a few years.
Everyone
really
Scott would play with had played with Stars.
But that was kind of.
But that's like a good bit of like coast history of like the music on the coast.
Yeah, we like the idea of diving into the history of the coast music scene. We kind of want to do a whole episode on just that, maybe.
Yeah.
At some point.
You'd have to do that. You'd have to take a lot of time to.
I think it
more
would
like
be
a documentary type piece, like its own.
It'd be a lot of prep work for that.
Yeah, its own thing there.
Mm-hmm.
What was the idea that Scott had that for Sunday morning, some kind of coffee shop jazz?
A laid back.
That's his idea, but I told him I still like to go see Jesus on Sundays once we can go see
gotta
Jesus.
Get your Jesus in you.
You got to get your Jesus in you.
But there's also a lot of people that don't go want to talk to Jesus.
A lot of people that don't want to get Jesus in
and that's
them.
fine.
But they do like to chill in bed.
But I like
and get
to
on
go
their phone
see
and
Jesus.
see what people are talking about. And they
Patrick
could find this live thing that's laid back with some jazz.
Patrick can tell my mind to be happy. And thankful.
Are you a church going lady? Like
yes.
Normally, like you're Baptist,
they
Catholic,
play like when the church goes live. Like Mandy and Scott are on there helping with the music.
Okay, coincidentally, that's how we ended up with the Funky Uncle gig.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Because
Christian dude
church,
that sings for Project NOLA.
Yeah.
Came and played with me and Patrick, our preacher at the church.
That was the last time.
So that's how I met him.
Church.
Yeah, you guys.
So I got his phone number from Patrick.
Now, I go to church, but my church is a very accepting church.
Yeah, y'all are Mormon, right?
No.
Episcopalian.
No. Is that where they wear the braids in their hair and the long sleeves and all that?
Yeah,
the denim skirts?
There's long hair and there's long skirts, but no, they're a bunch of dirty hippies.
What is it now? Is it
Episcopalians?
Episcopalian.
I like it when Phil tries to say big words.
You know, I don't know much about Episcopalian.
We're dirty hippies.
Like Mormons.
We're all about peace, love, and happy. Yeah, we're lazy Catholics, and we all drink whiskey.
Yeah.
Episcopalian.
As long as you're not going to hell, we're good, right?
Right.
No. And hey, that's not my place to tell you you're going to hell.
Oh, you're one of those. How nice. Because, you know, I don't like the people that's like, oh, you're Catholic. Sorry for your inferno of eternity.
No, that's not my
And that's
place.
why I like our church is it's all inclusive. And even if you're not Christian, they reach out to you even more.
Yeah.
Really?
They're not judgmental.
They're just accepting of everybody.
Because I have been to churches that are like that.
And you know,
I would never go to a church.
Everybody shits on Joel Osteen, but I like him because he's a feel-good preacher. You know,
he makes
you feel good.
Well, I don't watch him because I watch my preacher.
You don't have to be Baptist or whatever to watch him. You know, I mean, he's a.
I don't guess I ever have watched him.
He makes you like, hey, here's some principles. Follow them. Don't fucking be nice to people. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm obviously not a feel-good preacher, but I like him, and I liked his dad. His dad was really good, but he should have let those people in during that hurricane.
He should. By the way,
was that true?
Absolutely.
I was not even sure. I heard about that.
He locked the doors. Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely. Everybody's flooded out looking for refuge.
He was just like,
nope. Learn to swim, boys.
Did they swim?
Yeah, they had to.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
No, that's awful.
He's a good guy.
No, you were going to hell.
He's a good guy. He doesn't take any money from his church. He makes all his money off books and other stuff. He doesn't take a dime. That's what he says.
Oh, well, that's what he says. Then that must be true.
Well, he's got plenty of money.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, because this is kind of a two-way question for both Red Radio and KrohnKast.
The interview is over.
Well,
there's no more beer.
Shit.
Do you guys need a
That's
drink?
not
Yeah,
true.
I need beer.
I brought you. I got them like 12. Like I got them 2 6-packs of Blue Moon, special fancy Blue Moon.
You want Corona, Blue Moon?
Give me a Corona.
I'll take a Blue Moon.
They
since-
don't even want to drink the Blue
I'm
Moon.
sorry, you didn't get
Well, I'm
regular
getting
Blue
on that.
Moon.
Why does it have
Is
to?
it
I
regular?
got you mango.
Yeah, why would I like mango?
I got $14,000 in liquor over here.
Why
dude.
would I like mango? No, I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to drink your
I was trying
mango.
to get something special for you.
No, we got Pellini. We got the Pellini
No, he
for the
was,
high class
y'all,
girls over here. My
y'all,
ladies
he
are
wants
crazy
to
about
give the
this.
chick drink away to the chick, and I don't drink that.
I'll drink it.
Scott will drink it. I bet that'll go
He always
great
does.
with the peanut butter.
Put it in the
Little
fridge.
fireball drinking ass.
I need. Yeah, where's the fireball? No.
Hey,
I need a
Please
bottle
drink.
opener. I'll just
No, they're
use
not.
your
They're
table.
not. You can here. There used to be.
Can you
they're
do
twist
that,
top
Scott?
now.
What?
What are you
I
doing?
think they're twist top now.
All right, twist it off. Perfect.
Interview's over.
Interviews. It's
And
over. Thank you for having us.
So where's the after party? What's next?
What's next? No. What was your question, Mitchell?
My question
We're ready
was
now.
for Red Radio and KrohnKast.
Oh yeah, sorry about that.
So, since you guys, so Phil, what is this? Episode 25?
25, yeah.
Right. So, episode 25, you guys are on episode 9.
4.
My question was attention span
Ooh.
of the show versus the longevity of it being able to be accessible.
Oh.
So when you talk to people about, getting feedback, right, and watching your show, because you can't go by the statistics, you can't go by the analytics
Right,
on
no.
it, because people might watch for 5 seconds and then come back and watch the whole thing for 2 hours,
Right.
8 months from now, the feedback that you get in it. What I want to know, what is it that you've come across? Like, so Phil, you're 25 episodes in.
No, I need
Scott,
milk.
Mandy, you're 4 episodes in. So what is it that you hear? I'm not talking about like looking at stats. I'm talking about
From
actual
people?
what people say. Like,
So-
it was great for the first 5 minutes. It was great for 10 minutes. They come back and they like this episode more than that episode, because that's kind of like how you narrowed your content down, narrowed your guests down. Was kind of based on that.
I feel like Phil is a little bit at because he is so many episodes in, so he has had a chance to get feedback from people on what they seem to like and what they don't. So he seems to have narrowed down.
But it's a very, very refined audience. So like when
Right.
we have somebody on, you're basically like appealing to whatever that person is representing, and that's the only audience.
Right.
There's not a big crossover. Whereas with Red Radio, you have like 6 different guests from 6 different
Right.
fields of art on, so you're appealing to 6 different audiences in one episode.
But there's still, I think, like our audience is still trying to kind of like
Figure out exactly what it is we're doing.
who we are. Just because we do have so many different things, but we do try to make it to where it kind of, has a flow to it each show.
Right.
To where
We're really just trying to spotlight the arts in the area.
Yeah.
But since it is all over the place, I think people do get a little confused. And the episodes are long, so some people get lost. Like
yeah,
they want to see their friend on there.
Yeah, that's
So that's one reason I wanna,
look for
like,
their
shorten
friend and
it
they
up.
sign off. And you were talking. Well, the whole reason I brought up the question was because you mentioned like your idea for Sunday mornings, people just sitting around surfing, right? So the attention span for someone surfing and getting a notification of coming across a live episode like right now tonight, like they're just at home, the kids got to get ready for school tomorrow, they may already be in bed, they're just surfing, they're like, what's Scott and Mandy doing on here talking to these jabronis?
Yeah.
I mean, and like then how long do they're going to watch for, before they move on to something else to continue their surfing?
Right. That's why I was talking about maybe doing it once a week, but not necessarily recording any more than we are, just chopping these shows up a little smaller to where people can get to their friends little piece that we do quicker or whatever.
Well, I have friends that they're taking the feed from their phone and projecting it onto their TV. So I do know some people are actually like
tuning in as a show.
Me and Phil do that whenever the sound goes live.
watch.
Yeah, we cast to our TV and watch.
So, and I think that would be our audience. Like, and in the beginning, I kept telling Scott, I said, I think, it's more like a Saturday Night Live kind of feel for this show. Like it's, we have a little bit of music and people will know, that at the beginning of the show there will be music and then there will be interviews or whatever. And then some more music, maybe end with music. So they're like, they know when they tune in what to expect.
So you're talking like right now you're in the midst of establishing expectations, because ultimately that's what I'm getting at is retention, attention, retention, the ability to keep someone on the show. Like when we go live, Phil watches the numbers constantly. He's watching the comments all the time, trying to interact with people to keep them in the loop while the show's going on. But that's we're live,
right?
Where Red Radio, it's not like that. You are all over the place with all kinds of different, photographers, musicians, artists, business people, everything. So, you're tuning in and if you jump in and out, it's going to be someone probably different every couple minutes.
Right.
Right. So we're trying to keep it exciting and interesting, but I think we also need to rope it in a little bit, but we're learning as we go. I mean, we're still learning. There's a lot to learn just with the gear, like how long we should do a segment, all kinds of stuff.
I guess that's where like Mandy's experience kind of comes in handy from WLX. Like how many? Because when I was on Sprout TV, the way they or when you guys were on Sprout TV, the way they break it down, it's like 6 minutes at a time. Phil's gonna be on Sprout TV.
You're gonna be on Sprout.
Ask me when.
When?
Tomorrow.
Oh,
can we come?
But it will be Tuesday.
Absolutely.
No, we don't want to come to that. No, that's his thing. No, we
just want to hang out.
We gotta come get our car. We're not coming. That's Phil's.
Well, I mean, what time are you going?
Oh my God!
Follow you down there.
1 o'clock.
Oh, you're gonna meet at the coffee shop.
Coffee with you.
No, I'm still gonna be drinking.
Oh my God!
Tomorrow's his off day.
In all
I'm
actuality,
supposed to work.
if I had the time, I would be doing something similar to what you guys are doing.
Mm-hmm.
But like if I had the wherewithal to record bands, because I have the ability to do legitimate quality videos with bands or whoever and put together a much bigger production. But God damn, it takes so much time.
Yeah, it can be complicated.
If you got a regular job or
right.
I mean, Mitchell's got kids and shit, and
I'm hoping at some point this will kind of be my job, at least part time. I can kind of just stay home and edit.
Yeah, I mean, if I if I had all week to do this, like it'd be a much bigger deal.
Yeah, hopefully that's where I'll be at some point.
But it's like,
and
that's why we don't edit shit. Like, I mean, it's much easier to just like when we're done, we're done. Like, I might make some clips later and post them.
But you also do a great job of prepping for this on a Sunday night. Like
your live feed is nice and clean. You don't really need to edit much.
Yeah.
The bands that have been on here sound great.
Yeah.
You got the levels checked. You got the walls, the blankets, the lights.
See, the one thing I am doing, that rack beside you, I'm going to split whenever we do bands, because, I mean, going live streaming with bands or acoustic guys, I mean, the quality to me is trash. I mean, it might sound good to the average guy that doesn't know much about audio, but to me, like, I can't EQ it. I can't do compression. I can't do anything.
Yeah.
Like, I can't mix it
right.
right.
What are you talking about?
I haven't, from what I've seen, I haven't noticed anything that was like really bad.
You're talking about live?
I'm talking about live streaming.
Sure, you can. Oh, well, it's a little tricky. It's very tricky.
There's a lot of prep work that goes
because
into it.
we would need a third console to be able to do it through. Or actually, we would need a dedicated person to do it through before it hit the computer.
Right, but which we don't have. So we'll still do the live stream with the band, but I'm going to record it separate to another computer, to another DAW, and that way I can mix it down later, have it studio quality. I can
release it later.
Yeah, release it later.
Still go live.
Absolutely, and then just post it, and it'll be much higher quality. Like it'll be really good quality if I did it that way, and that's what I plan on doing with the future. Any future musical guests, that's what we're going to do with that rack.
Right.
So, but that's one of the few things that I plan on improving on, because that doesn't take a whole lot of time, especially if I get it set up beforehand before we do anything. It just takes time mixing it, which is not a big deal.
But the other thing, and same with y'all. What I like that we're doing is we're documenting the scene. Like back in the day, before we had all this, like the webcams and doing the podcast and stuff. Back in the day, we just had straight up like analog studios. Do you remember Holly House?
Mm-hmm.
One thing I thought was cool with Holly House, he always put out a compilation disc.
Somebody just
at the end of the year,
his song, like put out his song again. I saw it on
really?
my feed.
But he'd put out this compilation disc at the end of the year, and that was kind of just like, you can look back and it's like a time capsule of the bands that were around because everybody recorded
At Holly House.
through Holly House.
idea.
There wasn't many studios around.
Yeah.
So like what we're doing now is bands are coming through and we're recording as much as we can in the area. We're getting all the bands. So hopefully we can use all this to look back.
Yeah.
So
And
I know a
remember-
guy who actually they are starting to press vinyl.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I want him on the show. Look, Phil's eyes got big. I'm not telling you. I'm not telling
Is
you.
it a local
yet.
guy?
It's a local guy.
What's his name?
I'm not telling you.
Why not?
Because
Tony Cuevas.
You're saying
Tony.
the vinyl's a big deal.
vinyl's a big deal now, I think. Stop it, Mitchell. Stop it.
not.
It's a big deal.
It's a big deal that people that own vinyl. Those
Well, we
little-
just
But how
happen to
cool
own
would
vinyls.
that be?
hippies.
Like you just kind of release like a KrohnKast special edition vinyl.
yeah, that
for
would be
the
cool.
for the season.
That would be cool. I don't think there's a
Would
market
it?
for it.
I have a question for you, Phil. But wait, no, I forgot it. It's already
Perfect.
gone.
Yeah.
Left.
It's like it's like
Oh no, I remember it again. How long is your season?
What do you mean?
Like your season? You're in what
We
season
don't,
are
we
you
don't
in?
have a season here.
My
What, are you just
mating
gonna keep
season?
doing
Like, what are you
it?
talking
Your
about?
mating
Yeah,
season.
no. So like
That's like 6 months.
Joe
out of
Joe
the year.
Rogan doesn't have seasons. It's not a TV show that has seasons. We don't set it up and say here's our guest
Are
for
you
the next
hugging
6
your
months.
microphone? What are you doing?
Well,
Getting
we
comfortable,
refer
girl.
to ours as a season.
Because Mandy has that experience. She has that
Yeah.
formal
Oh, I see.
experience
Trying to
in
do it more like a
broadcasting.
television,
we have no.
like a TV
even though
channel.
we have master degrees in broadcasting, we do not abide by the broadcasting agendas.
We'll show them to you.
I would
I
like
give a
to.
shit.
That'd be great if you had one printed
He's
up on
still
the
playing
wall.
with
It's
the
just bullshit,
scissors.
but
No, well,
Phil,
what,
you're
they're gonna
fi-
slip and they're gonna bounce off of him and stab me.
Yeah.
I would have a PhD if there was no math involved. Let me
Oh.
say that.
I will tell you,
PhD
my
in hair
child, I sent a letter to my child's teacher, bless her, today on a Sunday because
Tell
I'm
that
that
bitch what's
parent.
up?
No,
Oh, I'm
no,
sorry.
it's not her fault. It's
Okay.
not the teacher's fault. But my kid doesn't know division because she had to teach it to herself.
That's
she
not
doesn't
good.
know it, so she was crying
Mm.
earlier over
Yeah.
division.
Yeah.
And I told her, I said, put it
I
up.
did the
She's
same
like,
thing.
but I'll get a red dojo. And I said, I don't care.
Misty McKenna says you are looking great.
Oh, that's my Misty. I love Misty.
But
And
she was
Roger
talking
Garrett
about
said
me.
you were amazing at WLX.
Oh, that's because he was my boss.
Oh.
He hired
Did-
me.
and that's the voice he has, right?
Oh no, he's
amazing.
no, it's not like that.
Hey, how many
He did
people
talk
did
about
he fire?
A lot.
Not Mandy.
How
Harry
do you-
Mandy.
He
Well, we
didn't
got Mandy
know.
to do
He
it.
sent in the enforcer.
No, Roger never fired me.
Some girl named Heather Ide.
Oh, you know Heather.
Says,
no,
you-
you don't know Heather.
you need
Heather's
to-
my BFF.
You need to crack that whip, girl.
I will. Thank you, Heather.
Heather also says something about you got a casting couch. I don't know.
Whoa.
What?
Yeah,
That's the one we
feel
have
like
to.
there's-
That's the one we have to move out of the.
I feel
way
like
for
there's
the bands to play
stories
the-
about Mandy that like we want to hear, that
Yeah.
nobody gets to hear.
She's a
From her wild child days.
She's
She's
an
a- she's a-
Episcopalian.
They don't do such things.
They don't have casting
Yeah, they eat
couches.
crackers.
Did I met you before you met Scott? I met you at the punk shows.
Yeah.
I
When
don't
we
know,
were-
in
we were
like
children.
I think it was like 1974.
Yeah.
Watching the bands.
Yeah, I remember
Mitchell-
we first started dating, and we came to.
We went.
Didn't y'all play at Winterset's last show
Yeah.
Oh, we
at
were- yeah.
like St. Martin Community Center?
Yeah, Phil was like in third
It was
grade.
recovery period.
Yeah,
right?
Phil was
Yeah.
a baby.
Yeah, Phil was like in third grade.
Yeah, I was squeezing applesauce out of a
Aw.
bag into my mouth.
It
Yeah.
was y'all Winterset, and I think it was First Aid Kit was the other band.
No.
First aid kit.
But First
Brody
Aid Kid
Factor.
played
The Brody
they did
Factor.
play that
Wasn't
community
the Brody
center.
Factor there? I may have connected a few shows in my mind.
They
mixed them up.
I think they were.
Was that Alvin and them? Were they they weren't the Brody?
They
Factor.
weren't the Matt. It was Matt.
Who was
Matt and Nick were the Brody Factor.
Okay.
Alvin was.
He was in
A Bend to Fall at that
I
time.
remember that.
All right.
I was 17.
Child.
And so I remember you from the old punk days, the old punk shows when
I would hope so,
when
Mitchell.
we were like 7, 8, drinking 40s.
I wasn't drinking.
Plain Edward 40 hands.
And then you met old Scotty over here at in Gulfport, down the street from the lock shop.
Yeah.
Outback Steakhouse.
Did you ever
Like,
go to
pop
the
my lock.
lock shop?
No,
I did not go to the lock shop.
You know,
I didn't know about the lock shop. I didn't know about that.
That
that's
was
pretty cool.
That was like a whole nother world. You know, I grew up going to these punk shows at these community centers and stuff. And then Scott was, somebody had invited, Jason Barnes had invited me to Scott's.
R.I.P. Jason.
Yeah.
Yes. He invited me to the key shop. He
Yeah,
was
we
like,
would jam in the back.
and I took a picture of Scott that night. I must have known.
And then one of our
and he was
dogs
playing
peed on it or
guitar. He wasn't playing drums.
I should have stuck with it.
And Jason Barnes serenaded me that night. Do you remember? I felt so awkward. I didn't know what to do.
That sounds about right.
I'd never been serenaded before.
Scotty gets kind of defensive about that stuff.
What?
Dude, Scott's ready to fight somebody right now.
He can't fight
You
Jason.
can't be serenading Mandy. Yeah.
Jason was the nicest.
Jason
dude.
was. He was. He
Ever.
was. He
You
meant
say
it.
that, but then like as soon as we get,
He almost took my special lady friend.
Yeah, like as soon as we go off air, he's gonna be like, "I would have stabbed that motherfucker in the neck. If he would have breathed on her harder."
No, Jason. When he did it, he was very. Jason when
He
he
was
sang
theatrical
was very
when he sang.
theatrical.
Uh-huh.
Like I was probably the only the closest.
Yeah, we had a
chick.
band. He was our singer
Yeah,
for like a month or two.
yeah. But there
The
was
shop was fun. We'd stay up there till the wee hours of the morning. Everybody come there
after we
the
got
Outback.
married. We had an after party at the Irish Coast.
After you got married,
We got married. We had
you
our
got married,
reception.
You had your reception. Your after parties at the Irish Coast.
We went to the Irish Coast, and then
So
we
Scott
went to the
could
key
play?
shop. No,
No,
right.
we,
Who
our
was playing?
reception.
Did you
the
play at your
reception-
own wedding?
No.
Did you play drums at your own wedding?
No,
Maybe.
no.
Who was the
no.
drummer at your wedding?
Who was playing that night at the Irish
Well,
Coast?
first of all, we had our reception at the Alexis Theater, and during our
It
dance,
used
the
to be the
power went
strip
out,
club.
messed that up.
It
Then we
was
went
a strip
to
club?
the
It
Irish,
used to be
the
the
Irish
strip
Coast.
club.
We went to the Irish Coast when it was on the beach,
Yeah,
which was really cool back then. Joshua's son was playing,
Joshua's son was playing.
and
Then-
Malcolm sang a song. His Tenacious D, "Fuck Her Gently," for us.
He dedicated it to you.
Yes, he did. And
And you've abided
and
ever
then-
since.
And then we went
us
to
and
the
about
key shop.
20, at least 20 people went to our key shop
Yeah,
and had a party in the back,
I remember I passed out on the couch.
and ended up at Waffle House. It was good.
Yeah, I
good-
passed out on the couch,
Perfect.
and my brother was like, "It was the most perfect."
You have a
wedding."
brother?
I have a brother.
I did not know this.
Sounds
My-
like something.
What's your
out of
brother's
Wedding
name?
Magazine.
Is his name
Bill.
Randy?
No, his name is Bill.
Randy.
Billy.
Billy?
What up, Bill? Why is Billy not watching?
Billy doesn't do Facebook.
I know people
He's
like
one
that.
of those.
Yeah, he doesn't do Facebook.
Well,
He was
weirdo.
in a band
What do you play?
at the print shop. He played
Really?
bass
For what
with
band?
Top Dead Center.
Yeah,
With
I remember them.
Eric Fellmeyer.
Yep.
Was
Yeah.
that back in
R.I.P. Eric.
94?
All right, yeah, all these people,
dead dudes.
I'll be back.
Okay, yeah. He played with them for a minute, but he doesn't really play bass.
Did you go to a lot of the print shop shows?
I did go to a lot, so there was like a weird period of time, growing up, going to the shows, and then met Scott, and then it was like I stopped, I still went to punk shows and like the little DIY things, and then I started going to a lot of Scott shows.
Yeah, so that's funny because like he's kind of reminisced about the lock shop shows with me,
Yeah.
and coincidentally it was at the same time I was having shows at my house in Biloxi
Oh.
where Phil would come and play. His metal bands would come play.
Okay.
So yeah, I kind of like didn't see you after I guess the central venues
Yes.
were shut down and keeping up because that's where I would normally
Right.
see you. And I want to ask you,
Yes.
did you go to those shows to watch the bands, to hear the bands, or was it just like this is where people are that I can tolerate and be myself without having to worry about being annoyed?
Do I have that look? Mandy just looks
I wanted to say it, so I tailored it just for your personality.
Growing up, it was nice to have a place to go to with like-minded people with music that was not so mainstream, because I wasn't into the boy bands, although I do like New Kids on the Block. I did have that moment, but for those angsty teenagers that just want to have a little bit of but it was fun.
Yeah,
it was fun. It was a place to go. It was a place to go and meet people. And and the kids at my high school, I was not really friends with them.
Are we talking about Unity Print Shop still?
No, we're moved on.
Oh no, I was getting
of.
to you. So you were like best friends with Lauren.
Yeah.
When I met you guys. Yeah. Y'all hung out like
all the time.
Like you were at every show together.
Yeah. Yeah. She would drive or I would drive. So it was, those were fun because we weren't like the kids in Long Beach. They were very straight laced, very, not that we were out going and getting drunk and stuff, but we were just going and hanging out. Like we would drive to New Orleans and hang out in some.
Can we talk about Long Beach?
Yeah, we can.
So you're talking about the kids being straight laced. The shows,
although they all died from drug overdoses, but
did they?
Yeah,
Jesus
they did.
Christ,
yeah, there was
died
dark quick.
That was. I thought that's where you were going with it. There was a big percentage of children that would die from pills and
AIDS
stuff. No, not AIDS. Yeah.
Everybody.
I'm glad there's not an AIDS pandemic in Long Beach. But listen, so we had these all ages shows. And
Right.
AIDS.
No, we used to do some shows at the Long Beach Pavilion.
Yes. That's what I was leading up to.
Oh, okay.
So we had the shows at the pavilion on the beach, which
Lauren
were great.
Oh, those were fun.
So Lauren and
Phil made a
I,
connection.
we didn't have a Sweet 16. We had a Sweet 17. And we had, I think it was the first show at the Long Beach Pavilion.
Yeah.
I think it was. I think it was. We were 17, so that would have been like 97, 98.
Oh, that's...
Yeah. Okay. No, there is some truth to this because you remember old Vern.
Yes.
Okay. So
they played.
We were just talking about
so
him.
They played my
old
birthday.
Vern had a band and it was called like Betty and the Wigs or something like that.
No.
Yeah, they had a lead singer girl and.
No, that's not who I'm thinking of.
That band played down there, like when they were in high school, and I remember him saying that they did that. But
we had a birthday party and we made a flyer and we had Andrew and them played.
What's the name from KFP? The Sammy bass player.
Sammy and Caleb played.
Caleb.
They played. And we had a few other little bands play, and that was our birthday party. And then after that, we were all like, "Oh, well, we can." This is another venue.
That was exciting times,
That was fun.
Exciting times. I kind of feel bad that kids don't really get
Have
to
that
experience now to go to.
They don't rent out the community centers or
have
any
a
of that all
community
ages type
to
stuff.
experience it. Because for us, it's like a lot of times it was the same bands, but when
Looking back, that was really cool.
Played a new song, you're like, oh shit, what was that? Like anytime Alvin whipped out a new song, I was like, God damn, that's so much.
This is messing with me,
way
Mitchell.
Better than the last show.
Stuff.
It's messing with me.
Hey, so there's there's a verbal agreement you signed.
I didn't sign nothing. I signed nothing.
Doing.
That's better. Look, I'm trying to talk to Mitchell in his face.
She's moving my camera. And so that was exciting times.
there.
We'd have touring bands come through. They jump on the shows. We do the shows for them. That was exciting to see them meet new people coming through town. The kids don't really.
There was a bathroom there, and then you were hungry. You just run across the Burger King.
But I don't remember what happened. But the city somehow found out that we were having shows there.
They didn't like that we were charging.
Right, and they're like, if you're gonna do this, you got to have cops involved.
Right,
and it was like 100
because a kid could rent.
It was like $125 or something to have
to rent the pavilion.
It had to be Long Beach cops, and so you had to have security provided, and it had to be Long Beach cops. Yeah, and so just to get it, you had to have 2 cops. You couldn't and they wouldn't go away. They're like, no, if you're gonna be here, then because we were like, well, we'll just do it for free. They're like, doesn't matter. you still got to pay us.
Yeah.
And I was like, before and up into that, and nothing had ever happened. Nothing bad had ever happened.
There was one time a cop had shown, they were looking for somebody. In Long Beach, they're always looking for somebody in shorts and a white shirt. And, and so they were looking for this guy with shorts and a white shirt. And drunk Bobby, I remember,
flip flops and white
was like
stained up T-shirt.
He was upset and he was like, "Oh, no," and he I think he ended up getting arrested that night. And Winterset was playing, and they
at the Long Beach Pavilion.
Yeah, and they were like, "All right, we're gonna ignore that mess. Like we're just gonna keep on doing our thing."
I mean, Long Beach isn't known for supporting original local music.
Yeah. And then I think that's why Lauren and I traveled.
Advocate.
I think that's why we would go.
From the things that I've seen in the news,
now the Long Beach Deli can't even.
They can't have
get music out on their damn patio, even if it's acoustic. I believe.
Yeah.
Call me crazy.
I feel like
is that right?
That's right. That movie Footloose is Long Beach, right?
That is.
You
Long
have
Beach.
You have this old mentality that dancing's gonna bring the devil up.
The devil is coming.
Fornication may happen,
and people are gonna dance erotically.
Shake your arms around, and the snakes are held up against the sun.
Watch, we'll get pulled over tomorrow.
I don't know.
Although
but you guys clarified to me. You said you live in the county, so
we live in the county.
You're actually outside Salem, so you're kind of outside of that mentality. Yeah. But the city is very repressive. They don't really support new business. It's kind of a very
I don't know that it's the city
town.
Or if it's
a city council, because like Scott's saying, Long Beach went to bat and they were posting. They were posting what the lawyer said, what the city said, what their lawyer said, what the city's lawyer said, back and forth, and it was ridiculous. It's like, are we in fucking archaic 1942? Yeah. Seriously?
Yeah.
And I know
they're probably like,
the Deli even suggested that they would monitor it with a what do you call the decibel meter. Mm-hmm. To make sure that they're not going over the volume.
Yeah, the bottom line is that
they even suggested that they would use that.
City council is archaic and not supportive of local business. So the city's a struggling, dying city. Yeah. Like you have a somewhat flourishing downtown,
but there's also a lot of old people there that don't need jobs.
But you look at Gulfport, you look at Ocean Springs, you look at Biloxi, you look at these commerces that have risen since Katrina wiped them out, and Long Beach is way the fuck behind. Mm-hmm. So I mean, it's why the fuck would you want to move to Long Beach? Why would you want to go do business?
Well, I think
in
that
Long
a lot
Beach
of
if they can't support their local business, much less music.
I have seen a turn in Long Beach where the people that grew up there, like myself, we want our kids to grow up in a good school district. We want our children to grow up in a good neighborhood, and we have this where we're all in our we're almost 40, and we're all getting older, and we're all going to start running for office, and we're all going to start trying to change.
That's right.
Eventually it will change.
It will change because the younger people are going, and I say younger, but they're almost 40. Like,
you have to have the new blood come in.
You have to have the new blood come in, and they're going to say, look, like if you want your city to survive, you have to be accepting.
Which, by the way,
I
ate at Long Beach Deli, and it was delicious.
Oh, it's so good.
You guys eat there every week?
We don't eat there every week. We should eat there more.
It's a good place to get lunch.
Yeah, Dustin's got a great place there.
Yeah, I agree. We got to get these old sons of bitches out of office.
He wasn't even listening. Phil wasn't even listening. He had that glazed
He knows what we're throwing down. He knows. This is Latimer. He's got the same issues out here.
I totally get it. Like
Phil, I need a beer.
Have you ever done a show at the community center in Latimer? Have you I know you've played there, but did you ever rent out Latimer and be like, look, we're gonna have 10 metal bands in here?
Yep.
What was the deets on that?
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Phil, how metal is your metal band?
You haven't listened to Transient? What the hell is wrong with you?
I'm sorry.
So we assembled the. Let me tell you something. Since you changed the subject, now I'm going to get back to the Latimer Community Center situation because by the way, I'm glad you said that because I was laying in bed the other night.
He was thinking about
in my designer underwear
that he was futurely buying.
That you're still wearing.
Looking at my mirror, I'm looking at the mirror on my ceiling. staring at myself, saying, "What do you stand for?
You got a mirror in your bed.
What do you?
He's like, he gets lost in the beauty of himself.
What are you gonna
She
do
looking
with
at baby?
yourself, right?
Me. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Sorry,
What are
Phil.
we talking about?
I don't know.
Your designer underwear in the mirror.
Latimer Community Center.
Oh,
Like you
yeah.
did a show there. What was your experience like?
How metal is your metal?
Okay, we'll talk about
They're
that.
better
now.
than
We'll talk about that
Latimer.
later. I got no. It's okay. It's okay.
Sorry, Mitchell.
Catch your breath and I'll explain it
I'm
to you.
good.
Right? So,
My watch told me to breathe.
with the, with so with the transient metal band, we assembled.
Oh, he went back to that.
We assembled 15 of the best musicians we could
Are
find.
you Dewey Cox?
It's a hard, it's a hard
Here we
walk.
go. Here we go.
Walk hard.
I don't need you. You're just a baby. You need me.
All right. Latimer.
Sorry.
Latimer.
Yeah. If you want to check out,
If you want to check out Transient,
Yeah, check out Transient. Just type the shit into YouTube. We got 3 videos out, I believe.
That's 3.
We've
The
been
third
shooting
one is
videos.
the
We've been
best.
Shooting videos.
That's what your
Right.
profile pic was. With
Yeah, it
the
was.
you had the
That's what that was
blindfold
about.
and
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
and it showed
It's a
up
big
on the.
deal.
you know,
Nice.
I wondered why you were blindfolded.
Me too.
And then I saw your video. I said, it all makes sense.
It all makes sense. It's a theme.
But I
Blinded
still
by
don't
the
know why
truth.
you're blindfolded in the video.
Did
I
you watch the
didn't-
video?
Some of it.
There you
That's
go.
why.
How did you make that noise?
He does that all the
Lips.
time.
That's
I've
like a
done
lot
that
of
He
since
spit.
I was a
he
kid.
tries to impress my 4-year-old, and she looks at him like,
She's
You're
like
magical.
Bonnie. She's like,
and she'll just spit back.
So Latimer.
So for the Latimer Community Center, we can't do like the first Wednesday of the month because they do the KKK meetings over there. It's called community purification, whatever it's called. I forget
Whatever.
what it's called. We're in
That's
Mississippi.
cool.
It's whatever.
It's cool.
I'm not judging them. It's America. You can do what you want, right? So
I mean, I don't know. That's kind of judgy.
they have punching they have
I'm a
punching
little-
pie and brochures. I don't know what's going on over there.
Pumpkin pie.
They have a lot of flags. I don't know. They're big. They
Punching.
love flags.
Well,
Not my scene. Not my scene.
that's good
But
to
that's-
know.
So years ago, some jabroni, right, booked a show there and had a big PA and all this bullshit, and a lot of kids showed up.
Yeah.
And it scared the bejeezies out of the locals, as you
Yeah.
could imagine.
This shit's gonna get out of hand. if we
Right.
Keep going like this.
And they had a cop. And the cop was like, you know, he's in his car eating Mike and Ike's. Like, he don't give a shit. It's like extra money for him. He don't care.
Oh,
But it-
you should have Mike and Ike's for your
But
guests.
it went very well. But the problem is with the Latimer Community Center is the acoustics in there are horrible.
because it's so big.
Horrible. It's
every
just a big.
community center.
It's a big open
yeah, It's a
space.
big, and it's
It's all
bigger. It's
bouncing.
bigger than
Tile
most
floor.
all the community centers like St. Martin, Cedar Grove, all that bullshit, Orange Grove.
That's part of the experience.
It's like
though.
3 times the size.
It's gotta
massive.
sound. It's gotta sound
massive.
awful.
Right. So I don't want to do that. If I'm going to do that, I'm going to either do it here, I'm going to do the juke joint, I'm going to rent out a
Yeah.
bar or whatever.
Well, you're grown now. You're 35.
Yeah, I've been around. I'm about to be 35. Thank you for that. I've been around the block, so I know.
You know.
I know what sounds good and what doesn't sound
The
good.
community
And-
center is good for the 20 under.
Well, it's bullshit because if I do the juke joint, the juke joint has a built-in bar, it has a built-in security, it has built-in everything, and
Yeah.
I don't have to take the.
Do you get
liability
paid
for
when you
that.
play at the
Like
juke
I don't
joint?
have to. No.
No.
So I don't have to. I don't have to provide security. I don't have to provide whatever. Like I can just set the shit up and promote
And
it
go.
and go.
Well, I take that back. It depends on who's doing the booking, who's
Oh,
managing that show.
I
For our thing, it's his birthday. We're just
Y'all are just
throwing
going.
down. Yeah, we're just
Yeah.
throwing down for his
birthday.
But this is not a.
that was different. That's different. That's different.
Yeah, but this is not like we're not playing games here. You know what I mean? Like if
Right.
this goes well, we're gonna.
There's that noise again.
I don't. It sounds like somebody squirting.
Like,
or
yeah,
something.
it sounded like he needs to check his pants.
So like if son of a bitch, you calm down.
The designer underwear.
So if this first
Are
deal
now
goes well,
specialized.
if this first deal, because this is our first live event, if it goes well, we're obviously
If you have
You're
a
gonna
good
do
time on
more.
your birthday,
because let me tell you something. We got nothing but time and resources, right?
Right.
We're professional people.
Right.
Mitchell's like 57 years old. at
He
this
is
point.
mature.
you should ask him why Transient's not playing his birthday.
What? You know what? Why is Transient not playing your birthday?
That's a great question. I'm glad you asked that.
Did y'all play the metal show that we went to?
We haven't played any shows
At all?
at all.
Why not?
Because
Oh,
they're
you're
in
one of
studio, right?
them.
yeah, we're one of them. We're,
This is studio time.
it's a pre. Well, no, we're.
Oh,
we're,
you're one of those bands. Y'all just like to practice, and everybody knows your name.
That's not it.
But you're not
They're
playing.
working on
That's what it
albums
is, isn't it?
and all
no,
that
no, no,
stuff.
no.
Who
no,
all's
no.
in your band? Do you like the people in your band?
No, I hate them.
So that's why you don't actually play together.
No. We play all the time, and they're really good friends of mine. But the reason
Where do you play?
I don't know. We'll never find out.
They haven't played.
we haven't played anywhere. We haven't played any shows. It's a new band. Like we have a campaign.
They just make videos.
But you have 3 videos?
Son of a bitch.
Oh my
This is
god.
really difficult. This is,
Can't get a word in.
we have a campaign. We have a schedule. We have paperwork down. We have
We have a plan.
You ever seen like a trapper keeper? Like we have a trapper keeper.
Do you,
full
I
of,
would like to see that.
Yeah. Full of scheduled shit that we're doing, and anything, and the problem is, and you, Scott can attest to this, Mitch can attest to this. If you start taking bullshit that's offered to you at every turn, you start taking every
You
little.
gotta take
offer.
something.
Like,
I don't
you're
think
gonna-
your birthday is
Phil-
bullshit.
I feel like you should take something.
That's not what I'm talking.
I mean, something.
Yeah, they practice every Saturday.
Do you?
They drive from over 5 hours every Saturday collectively to get together.
Where do they live?
His birthday's on a Saturday. You would think they would just practice
Practice at the birthday.
So Emmett, he drives from Jackson. He's a lovable guy. Like if I wasn't into women, like it'd be a wrap.
He's the one.
That was weird. You made it weird. That went weird.
There's nothing weird.
That went
That's
weird.
not weird.
That's weird.
Love. There's nothing weird about love.
Love is
Sorry.
in the air.
And the other guys, everybody else is from New Orleans, you know. So
Okay.
So and I'm like home base, which is weird because I'm in this
Because you're
weird spot.
not.
Yeah.
But
At their
out of
home.
all those guys, you have the studio.
Yeah.
You have the space.
100%.
You have the setup.
So when's your first gig?
I think we're doing something in April at Southport Hall. We're gonna do a debut show.
should we go? We should
Well,
go.
it's probably not gonna happen. I don't know if it's gonna
Okay.
happen because New Orleans, you know, you know.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Say what you want to say about New Orleans.
Every day it's different.
You don't know what's gonna
No
happen.
shit.
So,
Line something up over this way, hopefully.
but the idea is to have everything, you know.
But you don't want to play your birthday? I can understand that. That's
100%.
honestly.
I want to
chill.
play my birthday.
Oh, you do?
It's not him.
100%.
It's not him.
Oh, who is it?
It's
The lovable guy?
I don't know. It's
The one you like?
No,
The one from Jackson?
We'll talk about it later.
yeah.
I'm just asking questions.
He's the type of guy. No, Emmett's the type of guy like when
Emmett doesn't
when
wanna
he
do
goes,
it.
When he goes to sleep
He's
at night,
not ready.
you don't know if he's squeezing somebody or he's getting squeezed. You know what I mean? Like you want to. Like,
I mean, that sounds good for him all
The big spoon,
around.
little spoon.
A squeezer and a squeezy.
no, but of course I want to play my own shit. But to me, and the point in my
I wouldn't want to play my own shit. I would want to have fun at my party.
That's what I said. That's what
I
I would
would-
do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm working on explaining that to you.
You would just shut up.
Shut up.
Just shut up, Mandy.
No, I feel like at this particular situation in this particular show, like I'm in a position to give the spotlight to other people, and
yeah.
I want to give the spotlight to my friends on that date.
Yeah.
I don't want to make it all about me. Even
Are they
though
all
I'm gonna
your
have,
friends?
Even though I'm going to have a goddamn 10x10 banner with my name on it, my face on it, behind them.
Oh, is your face gonna be on it?
I'm working that out.
Hey,
to where
who's
I
doing
put-
your banner?
I don't know. I may just use this bullshit behind me, but I'm probably going to get something bigger and badder.
Well,
I want to put diamonds and shit on it. Like I want to 14-karat gold lace.
Like
on
you
it.
could bling it up.
I
You got a hot glue
shit.
gun?
So first of all, another thing that I'm doing.
What? No, you could.
Hey, so you know when and we'll make a clip of this. You know when
Oh my God!
Sorry.
Jesus. What's
I'm gonna
that?
clear my throat.
Well, that was
So you know
more
how
than-
bands say like, "Hey, come up to the stage, bro. Come up to the stage.
Do
come
they say that?
closer." And like two or three
like get closer.
2 or 3 of the girls come up, you know, the
Nudge up
girlfriends,
a
they'll
bitches.
nudge up, whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I got a strategy to get
Oh.
people to come up to the stage.
You got
Right?
Mardi Gras beads.
No, I got a money gun
Oh, well, that will work.
With-
I thought you were gonna pass out nachos.
with 500 ones
Nachos would work too.
that smell like strippers.
You got
That's
500
like
ones?
Yeah, I do. I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna take a loan out and get 500 ones.
Sell some of these cables.
I could sell some cables on
Sell
eBay.
some cables on eBay. Hey, I bet the guys from the sound will buy them. You know,
probably
they got a
would.
new space. They're
Yeah.
going to need cables.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey, what the hell was
I
that?
got a lot of air in
Oh
my
my
body.
God.
I'm sorry. I got a lot of air. It's been a weird weekend, dude. Like,
Oh my
I've been
God.
eating like specialty pizzas and seafood at the same time, and when you do that, it creates a lot of air and a lot of pressure.
combination.
What the hell? I'm
Pressure.
nervous.
So who's all playing the event again?
Oh my God! I'm glad you said that. We got a flyer.
Pop it
actually.
up. Pop that shit up.
So we got Silent Trust, Northern Lights Suplex,
I'm excited for both
you
of
said
them.
Dark Horizons headline
from
of the
grace.
goddamn thing.
Who's
we,
ex-bastards?
we have a terrible band name.
It's terrible.
I mean, I wish you'd call your preacher about it.
I will.
Andy, and ask them what he thinks
Patrick,
about
are
it.
you watching?
But it's called Hissing Fetus.
Do you know what a hissing fetus
that
Hey,
is?
look,
The
look, there's
Norwegian
a little
death metal or
asterisk.
something?
What are they called above the eyes? In the E's and the U's?
Humalots.
Yeah, what?
Umlauts.
How do you pronounce? Is there a certain way you pronounce hissing fetus?
Do you know what a hissing fetus is?
It sounds something terrible.
So a hissing fetus is an infant born.
Jesus God,
It's,
when you
it's an
describe it.
infant born,
Or a fetus.
a fetus born, and it takes its deformed genitalia and it sucks the chromosomes
You might as well
from
not
your-
ever go
out
to
of
church
a
ever again.
person's body. Who the hell
You
came
might-
up with that name?
You might as well never
They
go to
must be
church.
from Picking.
Y'all, they must be from Picayune
You
because
said-
that is some bullshit.
You sit in the back of the pew.
Oh my God. Hissing fetus.
Jesus God.
Who came up with that? That is the most metal
swear
shit
to God.
I've ever heard in my life.
He was so pissed when I told him what the name of our band was.
Oh,
He was like,
Are y'all telling people
And I
that's
think-
your
I think
band?
he's just more pissed that it's not metal.
So what is it? Is it fucking like gay indie rock? What is it?
it is
That's
metal.
exactly what it is.
You know what, Phil? Everybody that's watching is just going to go up to the stage
tell you
without the
something.
$500 bills.
Mitchell's not start doing a metal band. I just know he's not. He's not.
You
doing
don't
a
even
metal
know
band.
what they sound like, and you
I have
booked
no
them.
clue. I didn't book shit. They just appeared on the flyer.
We invited ourselves, so we're coming.
I was like, "Oh, Mitchell, you're in the band, okay?"
Scott told me the name of that band, and I thought, oh my God,
What's
Scott,
wrong
you
with
have got to change that. And then, like people started talking about, I was like, oh my God, you cannot change the name of that
terrible.
name.
I
That
was,
band
I was
now.
jamming a recording of our practice at the house, and she's like,
Christ.
"Who was that?"
I said,
was like,
oh my
"That's-
God, I
that's
didn't know
Hissing
I would.
Fetus."
I didn't think I would actually like
She's like, I
it.
didn't think I'd actually like the shit.
Yeah, Peggy, you're out of line for that comment.
What did
Jesus
Peggy
Christ.
say?
Good Lord.
Oh, my baby.
But anyway, so there's Silent Trust, Northern Lights Suplex. They're all good friends of ours, and we're trying to keep it, And there was a lot of other people that we wanted
And
to
the
have
big
on
news
the show.
tonight.
what's the big
Yeah,
news?
is we added Falls from Grace. They're going to play right before Dark
Oh, but we already
Horizons.
said that earlier.
motherfucking falls from grace.
Yeah.
God damn, the fucking
Are we
get back
excited?
together.
Are we excited?
Yeah.
We're
Oh,
excited.
we just had look. We just
Who?
had
I
fucking
don't know
Jared
who's in
Seymour on
that.
here last week.
Oh, is that
Didn't even
him?
fucking talk about it. And the fucking next day, he's like, "Yo, Falls from Grace say they were gonna reunite."
Oh,
for
is
birthday,
that?
and I was like, "What?"
Mitchell.
I was like, "No shit." He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "They fucking down. Give me 5 minutes. I'll confirm
Mitchell,
it."
that's him.
And then by noon, he's like
That's him?
it's done. I was like,
Who's
all right,
him?
Jared?
cool.
Yeah,
I'll
he's
fucking,
a-
I'll
he's a singer.
fucking make
So-
the flyer.
Listen, so Mitchell, so the Sound did like their little concert thing. Remember, it was like in October
Biloxi Community Center.
at the
deal.
Biloxi Community
Or,
Center.
Right.
Yeah, it's kind of a big deal.
I I mean, I said
says
everything.
little about
Everything's little. So, but Scott and I went to
Sucks
that.
for you, Scott.
Except for him.
He's my
Anyways, so listen.
You heard it here.
Stop it, Mitchell. So we went to the Biloxi Community Center for the Sounds big
I know.
production.
We saw you there.
Mitchell, and we left that night. We were like, Mitchell was so funny because he was so drunk. He's like, hey, oh my God.
Oh yeah, you were working the merch table.
Okay,
You were selling
okay.
merch.
Well, was that the night I was like, I told you that I saw you and I hadn't seen you since the mall?
Yes.
And the one time I saw you
when I
in
was
the
at
mall.
the mall, I was an asshole because you yelled at me and I just kept walking.
No, you were an asshole. You just
Oh my
looked really
God.
mad. And,
Well,
and I just
that's
have
how he
rest- I had-
always
face.
looks.
I forget. I had the kids. I think we were shoe shopping or something. We were at the shoe store, and y'all hauled ass walking, power walking right by. And I was like, "What up, Andersons?" And you just fucking kept walking.
I don't
through the
even
door.
remember that.
Oh,
We didn't
you haven't heard the story? Okay.
No.
And I was like, man, he must. I thought you guys had a fight or something. And,
Well, I mean, maybe.
that's
Just
why
look angry.
you're just like
We're-
walking
we're
out. I was
always
like-
in a hurry.
I was like, okay, because Carl Feldmeyer, he'd bring his kids up there too.
Okay.
And like I let my kids and his kids play, and
Yeah.
they'd run around and everything. Anyways, so I saw you guys walking out. Y'all had Bonnie with you, and you were
Yeah.
like power walking out. And then I think that night I saw you at the community center show that the sound did. I was like, yeah, I saw last time I saw you. You looked really bad, like you had a fight. And I said, hey, and you didn't hear me, and you kept on walking.
So,
Well, she probably wouldn't buy me some caramel popcorn for
Probably
me to stand
so.
there. So I was.
so I remember Falls from Grace. They were great. They were.
They used to play it
Didn't there one of
right
them?
after Katrina, right?
Didn't one
when
of
they
them
used to
their
have the
son
Edge.
played with them
Yep.
that night?
Yep.
That I thought that was
think it's,
badass.
Donnie's
that
kid,
was
yeah.
so
Yeah, I thought that was really cool.
And he's legit too.
Yeah, he is legit. Like that kid got up there and he played those songs, and I was like, "Oh my goodness, look at that kid!"
I love seeing some
I love that.
young kids get up and play because you don't see that a whole lot anymore.
No,
That's what we were talking about. Like it seemed like
I'm so
live
excited
music
for
kind
your
of
birthday now.
skipped a generation.
Now.
Now
It doesn't. It seems like for a little while there wasn't any
don't
young
care about
like
Scott
teenage
playing.
kids
there wasn't
coming up playing anything.
She's like, I've seen Scott play a billion times. It's gonna be him behind some drums. I mean,
Well, I
That
don't
shit's
know.
old news.
there's no difference.
There's not,
Yeah, you know what?
You know,
but
Scott,
there is with hissing fetus. This is different.
this is different.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've actually been waiting on Hissing Fetus to say like, Phil, it's your birthday. Like, why don't you come up and play drums and play a song with us?
No, they have a drummer, Phil. Phil, they have a Phil just
I
wants to be
understand
part of
that.
the most metal band name ever.
You know. So it's gonna
Does
be
your name have umlauts? No, it doesn't.
No.
It does.
Hey,
Transient.
Are
does
you
not
gonna
have
wear
umlauts.
face paint for your birthday?
No,
Like,
I'm not
are you
gonna
gonna be
wear
like
face paint.
that metal?
I'm gonna wear $5,000 jeans and a really nice shirt.
Phil, I feel like you make a lot of money.
I don't.
What do you do?
What do you do, Phil?
Well,
Yeah,
Tell-
it's the
tell-
GameStop.
Tell me.
Have you?
Tell me your comments when you pulled in my driveway, okay?
Look,
Man, this is
Look
the
at all
big
this shit.
place. This guy. Is
I mean, this
successful.
place was like $2 million, I think.
This guy's bank account's deeper than my water well.
It was probably deeper than my water well.
Are we touching my phone? What are you doing?
Oh my God!
Hey, don't get in a domestic dispute on camera, please.
Well, now's the time to do it. She can
Wait till
prove
you
it.
get
She can
home.
prove it.
Damn it!
Scott, when's the last time you punched somebody in the face or got in a fuss into a bar
Oh
fight?
God!
7th grade,
Bullshit.
8th grade.
Scott's-
Bullshit.
Oh my no, Scott's.
We were playing basketball and I was beating somebody's ass. Believe it or not, I was dunking on this motherfucker.
Oh.
And he got pissed because I was winning.
No.
Can you see Scott like dunking on somebody?
I did.
I see, and I have heard that Scott will get into the old fisticuffs defending the honor of his bride.
When's the last time you got into a scuffle about your old lady? Like, be honest.
Last
like-
week.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
We were in Pensacola and I can't remember the name of the bar. We were at Seville Quarter. Some dude came up. Well, actually, it's like 3 dudes. And they were hitting on her. One of them just started rubbing up on her, and I just came up in there.
What do you mean rubbing up on her? Like,
This dude just walked up on her and was I don't know. I don't get I don't want to get into it too much, but I had to
Okay.
come in there and they were just getting mouthy, and so I just popped one in the neck. I hit the big one first, and the other one saw it, so they just gave up. They didn't do nothing.
So was you like,
backed up.
hey, check yourself, back up, blah blah blah, and they said something back, and then you had to check them or what?
I really don't remember. It was a blur.
Okay.
I just remember they dispersed as soon as I popped the big one.
He's using your strategies.
And I was wearing my designer underwear, so I was moving fast. I was aerodynamic.
Did you make a sound effect when you hit them?
Yeah, like blah! I do like the wrestlers, you know, they stomp their feet on the ground. Like,
Yeah.
I love that he's like how protective he is of Mandy. He's like, this is my girl. Don't talk to her. Don't touch her.
Well,
my special
Don't
lady
look
friend.
at her.
well, like when you talk to Mandy, like you feel really comfortable. Like a lot of people would feel really comfortable with it. Like
No, when you talk to Mandy, you feel like she's gonna like punch you in the face, but really it's Scott that ends up punching you.
Bullshit. You actually have to worry about Mandy. She's the one that'll deck you. She took all three of them out. It wasn't me.
Yeah. What? My question is, what was Mandy's role in all this? Like, what was she doing before she
She's a
gets back?
honeypot.
What?
Which part? Oh, we're talking about the fight we got into in Pensacola.
Wait, what fight did
At
we?
Seville Quarter.
Yeah.
We didn't get into a fight at Seville.
He just made all that shit up.
Dog. Man, you just ruin everything, don't you?
He said he knocked like 6 dudes out in a row. They were trying to.
No, I only
They
knocked
were
the big
trying
one
to
out,
assault you.
and the other two dispersed.
There was no fight in Seville Quarter. Did you
Damn.
really say that?
Hey, listen. Speaking of Pensacola, there's Pensacola podcasters. Have you guys talked to them?
Yeah.
Crystal's awesome. She's I called her. So it was funny how that worked out. Scott and I were sitting at the Rusty Pelican eating breakfast like we do once or twice or
Rusty
3 times a week. We eat there a
You
lot.
guys spent a lot of quality time together.
No, we just spent a lot of breakfast time together.
We usually just eat and don't talk to one another.
Yeah.
And if you can try not to smash so loud, that's pretty even.
Yeah, but you get along so well without killing each other. It's fucking great.
As long as she doesn't smack, we're good.
Y'all getting like
Asshole.
violent fights and shit? Like,
I've never seen them in a fight ever.
No, we don't. No. So I feel like we have a good respect for each other and for each other's boundaries and for like what each other like. We've been together for so long that we know what each other can handle. And so there are times where, and you'll probably pick up on it the more you're with us, but during the show where Scott's like, no, we're going to do it this way. And I'm like, motherfucker. Like, but I don't say it because you don't do that. You know what I mean? Like, you don't do that in front of like people.
Right.
Like you,
In front of people.
What do you
that are
think
coming
about
on
that,
our show.
Phil?
well, let me tell you.
Or you try not to, at least.
but then there's moments where I'm like, because I know I'm a chick. Like I get psycho in my head sometimes, and Scott will be like, "Stop it," and I'll be like, "Okay."
Okay, so I would never,
like she reels me in.
I would never know in a million years. I've never seen you guys fight. I don't ever pick up.
I guess
on
it's very
any
subtle,
animosity.
but to us it seems like a lot.
When Phil was married, I never picked up on anything ever. I always thought that everything was great, wonderful, rainbow sunshine. Phil comes around. Phil comes over to my house and he's like, "Look, I gotta go. You're making me like super uncomfortable. All you guys do is scream at each other.
Yeah. So,
I can't stand this. This is not my life. I'm not built for this kind of stress."
yeah.
That's some people, everybody argues differently. And Scott and I, like, usually, okay, if Scott and I are going to fight, then it's like, I'm in a mood and we're going to fight. And I'm pissed and we're going to fight. And then it is so exhausting getting him
It is exhausting.
to the level to where we're going to fight. And then I'm like over it.
So,
But
so
then
you're
he's
saying you are the
mad.
shit starter almost every time,
Yes.
which is true.
But then he's mad, and I'm like,
He's
well,
just-
now I'm tired.
He's just playing Mandy for
Well,
all the fights live.
well,
She
yeah.
said that.
Yeah, I mean, it's true.
She just said she starts it.
Hey, I have a question.
Okay.
She's starting it right now.
Who's the more
Don't look at me.
aggressive person?
Oh, it's me. I think I'm
Yeah, you
aggressive.
talk that shit. You run that mouth.
I run that mouth.
Huh?
Yeah.
Does he correct it?
No.
Does he correct you?
No, he just lets me
Eventually, I do spout off.
He'll spout
And then
off.
we're like,
and then
but
I'm
then
like,
it's quick, and then it's like, I'm sorry.
yeah.
I didn't mean it.
Well,
And we hug.
it really pisses me off when he's
And then we're
like, we're
discussing
in
this
an
week.
argument, and then I get him to that point where, all right, we're gonna argue, and it feels good, but now I don't feel good because he's like, well, you're fucked up in the head, and you didn't. That's
I
not
never
right.
said that.
No,
Never
you
said
don't
that.
say that, but it's.
But I did give you
make,
that look. And,
You
know,
give me
thinking,
that look, and you're like, well, no, Mandy, this is reality, and I'm like, well, your reality's different than my reality.
You know,
I have heard him say that. I've heard
which
him
part?
say that.
Yeah,
What
Is
did I
that
say?
like something he likes to say?
yeah.
We
Like reality is different.
Talking about realities.
we'd probably make a lot more money having a therapy business other than a podcast.
So,
I feel like this
so
is therapy.
where do y'all think we should go from here?
I think.
I want to hear what he's got to say.
Phil got the signal.
He's gonna beer me.
Look. Can I tell you guys the secret to a relationship?
Sure. That's so far away.
I'm gonna
That's a secret.
You see how she mouths off?
Because I don't know if you guys know, but like Mitchell and I, we're
Y'all
both.
are
I was gonna
great
take it all
relationship.
on myself, but we're experts in relationships
Yes, you are.
with females,
Yeah,
right?
because you're male.
So when you're
he's in trouble. Yeah,
Hold
tell
on,
me.
Hold on. He's trying.
hey Mandy, take a deep breath, okay? Because I'm about to change your
And
life.
hold it.
Don't ever
about
breathe
to change your
again.
life.
Tell me.
So everything changed for me, right?
Yeah,
I want you to hear what I'm saying, what I'm about to say.
I'm looking you in the
So
eye.
most men listen to a woman with the intent to reply.
Right. Oh, you're gonna say that you should listen.
Why don't you let me tell you what I'm saying?
Because I know
Because
what
she's
you're
taking the
gonna
man
say.
role and she's listening with intent to
You need to listen, not to respond, but to learn.
So take your own advice.
All right, let me start over because I'm going to make a clip of this, right? And you just fucked it up. Unbelievable. So most men listen to women. All right. Bring it
I love
back.
these hotkeys.
Bring it back.
I feel like when you laugh like that, it's not real.
It's not.
Can I get the camera on me? All right. Most men listen to women
Yeah.
with the intent to reply,
Right.
right? They're thinking of what am I going to say after what she says. But I listen, and responsible grown men listen
Yeah.
with the intent to understand. I want to understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
I want to feel what you're saying,
Okay.
right?
All right.
I don't want to just reply to sound cool. I want to understand you, and then I can assess. Like, do you need, in your time of crisis,
Right.
Mandy, do you need support, or do you need a solution?
Oh, there are no problems in this world, Phil.
You know
There
what
are
I mean?
only
Do you want-
solutions.
That
Do you
Corona
want
can't
sup-
handle.
Do you want support or solution? Because that can help me. That can help me determine how I'm going to respond to everything you're about to say.
Okay. All right. Gotcha.
All right. All right. We're going to make a clip of that.
Time code it. Oh my God.
So
Are you going to
jot
throw
that-
I
up?
inhaled the drink.
God.
You get that, Scott, right? You understand.
I do. I listen for a long time. before
And
I
sometimes,
but then when it comes out,
sometimes you gotta, say, shut your fucking mouth,
oh yeah.
right?
I don't know, Scott. What do you got to do, Scott?
I don't know. What do I need to do, Andy? You tell me.
I think you need to not listen to Phil.
Erica
Phil
gets
had
it.
some great advice.
Eric,
Mandy.
who gets it?
I do have some great advice.
It was very constructive.
It was
Yeah,
constructive.
Listen.
Oh, shit.
You got,
Oh, Peggy said you're supposed to be licensed. I'm just saying.
you got this radio show.
Who?
You guys, you got
Oh.
this radio show. You got Red Radio.
Yeah.
what's the end goal here? I know Scott's got 5 billion ideas in his head.
He's got a
ticking
lot
away
of
right now.
ideas.
But what's the end? Is the end goal to get on like picked up by A&E? You want to get picked up by
Lifetime.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know.
Absolutely, I want to take it as far as I can.
Because I feel like variety shows and
I wanna
are the
keep building
next.
it.
Remember when reality shows blew up and everybody and their mom's got a fucking reality show, right?
Yeah.
Kardashians live off of it.
So now
I
we
feel
got
like
podcasts.
that's the variety show. These podcast variety shows is the next thing to get big thing to get picked up.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What's the end goal here? Is that the end goal? Is the end goal to get picked up by a channel, a broadcast network?
It'd be nice if we did, but if we can just do it ourselves, then why not? So hopefully we can just keep getting better gear.
We'll
learn more. I have a million things I need to learn.
You kind of tipped your toe in that, right? You kind of tipped your toe and kind of weighed the pros and the cons on, well, if we get picked up, if we go this route, what do we lose? What do we get to do?
I don't think that we really, right now, for what our the market would be, I don't think that we would gain anything by going with anybody.
Well, I know your number one concern was like you wouldn't be able to drink on set.
But
you know,
I think
I like the freedom we have, the creative freedom.
Somebody's like, I want to sit around in my pajamas all fucking day while these motherfuckers play in my house.
Yeah.
So and drink whatever the fuck I want to drink while the Saints play. That's that's enjoyable. That's comfortable.
And if you come on Red Radio, you're gonna have to put up with the Saints playing in the
makeup and a business suit.
Poor
And
Marley.
go somewhere and direct shit.
Marley was playing, and we were like, you know, like every once in a while I'd see Phil in the corner and he'd be like, yeah, and I'm like, what? But it was the Saints. Yeah. But that's cool.
What we do. Yeah.
But the Saints that's important.
It is. Well, it was.
It was.
It's part of Red Radio.
And Mitchell loves this. Mitchell's one of the biggest Saints fans.
I don't
think Mitchell really cares.
He's got a fleur-de-lis just above his desk.
I got a tattoo right between my shoulder blades of a fleur-de-lis.
What do you think about Drew Brees blowing that last game?
I don't.
God bless him.
God bless him.
He did. He brought.
Yeah, that was tragic as shit.
I mean, he brought the city a Super Bowl they never had. You know?
And we forget what it was like when the Saints sucked back in the day. We've been to the playoffs so many times.
We've been to the playoffs a bunch.
Had winning seasons.
Really can't
so I don't really feel like
can't
that's
bitch about it. But son of a bitch.
But yeah,
Mitchell's tired.
Because we're talking about the Saints stuff.
Who's going to be the next quarterback though?
Who do you think will be the next quarterback?
Winston.
Winston?
No, I don't think he will be, but he should be.
I wish, I really liked.
I like him. He threw the one touchdown pass the whole game.
Good friends with Matthew McConaughey. Do you have dreams that you're hanging out with Drew Brees?
I like Taysom Hill, but
Matthew McConaughey.
I don't think he's got the vision as far as passing.
So.
You know, I really liked Bridgewater.
I was a huge Bridgewater fan.
I was a huge Bridgewater fan. He brought it. He was so great. Like, he came out of to save the day, and he was so good. And I heard, fun stories, he would ride his bike to the Superdome.
Yeah, he rode his bike. Which you would never think, this is the quarterback for the Saints, right?
I bet it was a nice-ass bike.
I'm sure it was.
Yeah,
but that was, part of his warm-up.
Hey, man, ain't nothing wrong with
I really liked him, and I wish great things for him. So I don't really know who our super...
I was hoping it was going to be Deshaun Watson, but...
Deshaun... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who
we'll
it's
see.
going to be.
See. It doesn't matter.
What?
It does matter.
Hey, is that the Sounds whiskey candle?
Oh yeah, this
I want to smell it.
Yeah. So check this out. The Sound has their own. Shout out to the Sound, sound228.com. They have their own Dirty Joe's whiskey candle.
Keep it still so they can see it.
That they gave us.
Don't wiggle it. There you go.
Look, last time somebody told me not to wiggle it.
Don't wiggle it.
And they have QR codes in here, but
I want to smell
they
it.
got shut down on selling it on Facebook because it says whiskey and you can't sell alcohol on Facebook. Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't smell bad at all.
No, it smells like whiskey, right?
No. No, it doesn't smell like when they came out with these scents, I thought, oh, you should really come out with you should come out with scents that sound like regret. You know what I mean? Because they sound like, you go to a concert kind of.
You had bought some whiskey last weekend for the Sound. Well, where's that at?
I did. I bought.
Let me get a little taste of that.
Oh my God.
Let me mix that up a little.
Oh, you're gonna mix it with
Pepsi
what you got?
I bought Garrison Brothers Texas Straight Bourbon Whiskey. It's pretty good stuff.
Are they your sponsor?
Yeah, they send us this stuff for free.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Hey, I want some Fireball.
You can have it.
Really?
No.
Nobody wants the Fireball?
If we ever get any like bougie white girls on here, I gotta have it.
There you go.
But yeah, we got that. We got this stuff here. It's Coastal Creek peanut butter flavored whiskey. I don't know if anybody's ever had it.
Scott's been drinking all
really
night.
Really good. Yeah, Scott's a superstar. He's been drinking that shit down.
Here, put some ice in it.
Yeah.
I'm not really gonna drink it.
No,
I might though.
no, you're gonna drink it. You're gonna drink it in one shot.
I'm gonna drink it.
Do you like? Is that your go-to Fireball?
I don't really drink a lot of alcohol.
You're a
Like
beer.
liquor.
You're a
I
beer.
drink beer.
You're a beer.
Yeah. I like my beer.
What's your favorite beer? Corona?
I like Corona. I like Blue Moon, but I'm old now and I take medicine, and so Blue Moon affects my body.
In a good way?
No.
Yeah, whenever I take
Like
medication, I try to drink alcohol with it because I think it like activates it.
It activates it faster. Yeah. No,
When you take a vacation, it activates?
the citrus in the Blue Moon interacts with like something that I take, so it doesn't do good things to my mouth.
Yeah. Yeah, I try not to drink any kind of like fruit juice with alcohol, like those fruity drinks.
Mm-hmm.
Like I try not to do it because I had a bad experience one time. Those acids will like jack your stomach up.
They
big
will
time.
mess you up.
Yeah, so since then I've tried not to, and it's been quite rewarding because since me and Mitchell has been drinking Diet Pepsi, and I think he'll attest to this.
Yeah.
When you take the sugar out,
Yeah.
like because people drink like Jack and Cokes, like this popular drink,
Right.
but when you take the sugar out, you feel so much better the next day because that sugar is what jacks you up.
Right.
It's like wine.
Yeah, you should.
You get a worse hangover the more
I like
sugar is in the
wine.
wine.
Absolutely.
I just, I've been drinking a lot of years, and I am not a professional. I'm not very good at it, so I don't do very well with like liquor. I do much better with beer.
What type of wine do you prefer though? If you had to drink wine,
I would drink like a
Like
Pinot Noir.
Pinot, yeah.
Yeah.
You seem like a Pinot Grigio girl.
No, I'm not a Pinot Grigio girl.
When you drink wine, does it make your poo black?
It does.
Makes my poo black.
My poo is black.
I've never heard that in my life. I just
I
learned
don't know.
that.
I'm
drink
just
wine.
saying shit.
It's only good
No,
wine
it's
that does
internal
it though.
bleeding.
Probably.
It has
Comes out all tarry.
Sounds bad.
God.
But the Diet Pepsi is I think like because when we switched to the Diet Pepsi, I was like, oh, I can taste the whiskey more, and
Without
it's
all the
more
sugar
enjoyable
in
to
the way.
drink. Yeah.
You get accustomed to it because a lot of people don't like diet drinks automatically, but when you get accustomed to it,
It's okay.
it's okay.
You know,
And you don't get
Your
you don't get the
Texas
headaches.
bourbon's very, very strong, by the way.
well, honestly,
put a lot in
they
it.
say that if you're gonna drink it, you should just drink it with the sugar.
Like I had a rough
Just
weekend.
saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mitchell's got a lot of problems. He's got a lot of personal problems. He's
Bless
working
it.
through.
I was telling Scott, I was like, my 2-year-old pooped his pants, and he had too many grapes, and so he had it running down his legs, and he tracked it all through the house. So I spent all afternoon like
chasing,
trying to figure
him
out the
in the
trail.
poop.
Yeah, I felt like one of those trackers on the movies, on the TV shows, and you got to like kind of figure out his path by looking at the little
But it
droplets
wasn't too
of
hard.
diarrhea going everywhere. Luckily, it was like well, not luckily, but it was dark green, so it was a little bit harder. But luckily, there wasn't too many spots. I mean,
It's whatever.
it's life.
Aren't you supposed to like push your face in it and stuff after they? do
No,
That's
God.
only Conan.
Pop him with a rolled
You only do that to
newspaper.
Conan.
that?
no.
My dog's highly trained. He doesn't poop in that.
Oh, he is cute. I went in there to go to the
He's a
bathroom.
beautiful dog.
He gets
And
excited.
I walked by and
He don't see too many
was
girls in
like,
there.
"Damn it!" And his tail was like, like, "Hello, somebody love me."
Look at this girl.
Not a lot of females come through. My
Yeah, I
dog.
was just like, "Oh, you're so cute."
a lot of vitamin taking men come.
I mean, he sees old Phil's mom come every once in a while, and he's like, "Oh, that's what a girl looks like." Yeah.
Oh,
And then he sees you with sparkly shirt on. He's like, "Oh, who's this angel?"
You know,
I'm out of whiskey here. What the
here.
hell? What's going on?
I
What do
got
you
you
need?
some.
What?
Hook him up with that peanut butter.
Oh yeah.
Hey, what can I get you?
No, he's
Oh,
good.
that's good right here.
Okay.
See?
I'll take a blue
So
moon also.
so I asked what the end goal was. You said it wasn't to get picked up by A&E.
I don't
You
know
shooting
that
for
that-
lifetime.
I don't. I
If the
think,
situation is right.
You're doing a public
But-
service announcement.
I don't know, like, because we have our little, like, we could get our sponsors and we can have our moments where people are relaxed in our house.
It's not okay. This is. I have to bring this up before I forget. But your show is not. It's not constricted
right.
to a specific type of genre.
Right.
You and
Right.
Scott's preferences for music is across the board.
It's kind of all over the place.
It's all over the place. It isn't like a metal show. It isn't just a rock show. It's not a country show. It's not a bluegrass show. You can
But
expect
we like
to see
all that.
anybody. Like you had Carteret from Knoxville on.
Carteret.
And
And I will
Marley for Marley Rock.
Marley's music.
All inclusive.
I loved Carteret. I love that good old dusty, bluesy, like Crossroads kind of blues music. But I also love like hip hop and rap and rock and indie and
I mean,
I get bored with
truly,
anything.
It's truly a variety show
much
in that
music.
sense that the music, it's a variety of music.
Right.
It's going to be across the board. So
in our house, any given Sunday where we're not on KrohnKast, that big thing that happens on Sundays, we're
I feel like your podcast, your variety show is probably closer to a late night talk show than anybody else's.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you. That's actually I
Because
think what
you're-
we
because
would-
Kind of where we're going with
That's
it.
because
what we
you're
would
Trying to
like.
go with it.
Because of your format. You
Yeah.
got like a little
bit of everything.
neat meet and greet with
Yeah.
the guests.
Yeah, I feel like we still need to refine it a little bit.
Yeah,
We're,
you get a
we're still
couple-
nestling into it. We're learning a lot.
live music, got live bands in there. They play a couple of songs, bada boom, bada bing.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a very constrictive format.
right.
It's just a matter of time before we have a house band like some of these talk shows. Like,
And that is something.
Well, there's a guy here
boom.
a drummer.
that I know to talk to.
Hell yeah. So
Wait.
this funk band that
Scott.
you're working on for Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Bring it to
You
them.
have a funk band?
Yeah.
do.
Oh,
Well, it's
were you here
rotating
for that, or
members,
were you
right?
peeing?
I was
Big
peeing, I
deal.
think.
Okay.
I had
Yeah,
a baby.
so
I got to pee a lot.
I made the segue joke that y'all did the funky uncle. He got in touch with the funky uncle, and that it made such an impact on old Phil over here, who's a big metalhead. I mean, look at the shape of his head. He's
metal
all
head.
about metal, right? With that big old blockhead. That now he's all about the funk. He's doing
That was fun.
He's doing Funky Wednesdays from Kron
Oh,
Studio.
you did. I watched some of
Yeah,
it.
It's very good.
That was fun. Was that not fun? I had no idea how fun that night
Yeah,
was
that
going to
crazy
be
good.
until we got there.
That was crazy good. I'm one hot female singer away from hitting it big.
Your,
Well, good
your
luck.
sister-in-law says that wine does not affect her fecal matter. She says she doesn't know what we're talking about. She's like, you guys.
She's
there's
full
some-
of
she's
shit,
like,
then.
She's had a lot of wine.
said you guys
She's
need to
lying.
check your GI tracts or something's up with you
That's
guys.
nasty. That's nasty.
She's lying.
She's lying. We know your poo is black,
Ugh.
You got coffee grounds in your
like
pee.
your heart.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, old Phil's got a funk thing going on over here, and it's very interesting
I saw
because
that.
he's a metal drummer. So you'll hear about these bands, you'll hear about these drummers who they kind of like go back and forth between metal and jazz. There's a lot of crossover there, right? But Phil is going back and forth between
Oh.
metal and funk.
Phil, are we inspiring
So I kind of feel like
you?
him bringing the double pedal to funk is
Do you have a double
Could be really
pedal?
cool.
is a
I do.
really good thing.
Is that a metal thing?
It's just how I started and how I learned. You know,
With
what I
the
mean?
double
Like,
pedal?
Yeah, I started off, and I've told the story 100,000 times, but I started
Well,
off.
I've
with
never
like,
heard it.
I started off with like bands.
There's a triple pedal if your dick's long enough.
Oh, so
For real?
I
You lying.
I'm a couple.
actually got I got Scott. You did that noise again. I got
That's what
Scott.
the girls say at the metal shows. Show me your triple pedal.
No, they don't.
You would know, Scott.
Damn it!
I had one. Nobody asked.
What, your triple pedal?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Mandy asked about it. I just forgot you did.
Scott, you
I
put-
thought Mandy said like,
You gonna unlock my box?
No.
You got that key to turn it?
What the hell
Hey,
are you
guys.
talking
Hey
about?
guys, let's bring it back. Let's calm down.
Yeah, it's 50 slang. You never heard of that? The old vagina being called a box?
I mean, I knew what you were talking
it's 50
about.
slang, yeah.
No,
well, it's
we're not gonna
like a
talk
lock
about
box.
my vagina
Well,
on
Mr.
the
Keymaster over here. Is that what she calls? She calls you Keymaster, don't she?
She did. She used to.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Oh, bring it back in, Phil. Get control of your show.
Hey,
Phil.
I'm about to start.
Phil.
Especially after he says,
Get
"Look,
your boy."
your reality is not my reality.
Hey, calm
all
down.
right,
Different
you're not gonna
reality.
be the Keymaster
You're
tonight.
gonna lose your
We're not
spot.
playing Ghostbusters.
He is the gatekeeper.
Put your fucking proton away, okay? Put the proton pack away.
You're gonna lose your spot at the
There's a
Episcopalian.
lot of
church.
people.
That's what's gonna happen. You're gonna be asked to leave and sit outside at the kiddie table. All right.
There is no
let's
kiddie
Let's
table.
bring it back in.
I thought you were going to
Scott.
say, let's
Phil,
pray.
can we
Scott.
come back in?
Scott,
Scott.
Yes.
Scott, did you
Stop.
start playing with a single pedal?
Actually, I started with a double kick pedal.
That's right.
I had an old
Most
iron
real
cut
drummers
grill
do.
back in the
Yeah.
day.
Yeah. Why'd you start with a double pedal? Because you like the versatility of it.
Yeah, and well, back then I was listening to Tool at the time.
Were you,
Here
did you
comes the
listen
Tool
to
Jacks.
I didn't know straight people listening to Tool. That's
Were
weird.
you a Tool guy? Stop it, Phil.
I'm sorry.
When I first started playing that, we were playing like Opiate and stuff like that. Like some
What
of their
year was
early,
this?
Early
Did
stuff.
you were you listening
Yeah, I
to
was
Tool?
like 97 or 8.
Yeah, everybody listened to
I was
Tool
in
back
high
then.
school.
Yeah.
I was like
Yeah.
16, 17 when I started
Yeah,
playing
like
it.
I started in like '99.
Yeah.
and like Fear Factory was big.
How old were you? 12?
First of all,
He lets farts out through his mouth.
I noticed.
No. Let's see, '99. What's 8th grade?
I don't know.
Well,
I don't
How
know.
old is that? It's not
Like
12.
13? 13?
I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
Where's my veggie tray? Now I want my veggie tray.
He talked all that shit about having veggie trays.
And then he didn't have one. That's messed up.
We still got the popcorn we brought.
But he didn't pop it. He's not popping
No,
it.
it sucks because I started out like that's all I knew for many years was a double
He's
pedal.
avoiding.
Yeah.
So then I'll go to open mic or jam with a band where there's a drum kit in the room and there's a single pedal and
Oh, shit.
I'm lost.
Yeah.
And then and
Oh,
the
you're
last-
lost because you didn't have double.
Yeah.
You needed double, but there was only one.
Right.
Can I tell my story
Don't
about
listen to
you?
her.
Go ahead.
Tell your story.
So when me and Phil, we were finally in a band,
Yeah.
and our first show was in New Orleans in this warehouse, and we drive over there. He's got his whole kit loaded up in the back of my van, and we get there, and they're like, "Yeah, it's a house kit tonight." And this is a punk show, which it's not normal for this to happen,
Right.
But because it was such a very very tight schedule, they set up a house kit.
Was it garbage?
No, it wasn't bad at all. But it was single kick. And so they're like, look, just, if you can roll with it, please do. You can adjust a couple things, but just try to get done in like 20 minutes or so. Which for a punk band's not, that's, like
That's
an hour.
plenty of time, right?
Anyways, so Phil's like, I don't know if I can do this. I'm like, look, man, you've only learned like 4 songs. So let's just try to do the best we can. It's not a big deal. There's only like, 20 people here. We get up there. He gets on the kit. We go through the songs. And I've said this on several episodes. It was the best performance I had ever heard him play, that I've ever heard him play.
With his one kick
With
pedal?
on the one kick, and this is why I always like to clarify, because he had to compensate for what he wasn't able to do
Spreading
with the
it
2
out
kicks
across the kit.
and having like 10 toms. He simplified it down into what was in front of him, and because of that, he punctuated so much more with the song. I mean, it was just like he could do no wrong with a single kick. I think it was like a 5-piece kit. I don't know. Do you remember? But anyways,
I bet you thought you did the worst.
he was glorious,
Yeah,
right?
that's usually how that
on a
goes.
single kick. It's glorious. The best performance
Glorious.
ever. And then afterwards, he had his single kick, but it's kind of like a handicap, because like once you have like everything at your disposal and it's easy for you to you could do all the fills and things that you want, but when you're challenged, that's how you know you're a good fucking drummer. When you're challenged, you become much more than that. And he
Right.
did. And that night, he became much, much more. And that's how I know he's a fucking great drummer.
And it's funny how when you think you did the worst, that's usually when everybody else thinks you did better.
It was a
That-
weird.
At least
yeah,
from my experience, has been that way.
That's true.
But he excelled and conquered.
Hell yeah.
That's what I do.
That's my single kick.
That's
story. So
exciting.
I told that like 4 times on this show.
Hey,
And we're in season 8, by the way.
yeah, this is
Thank you,
season
Mitch.
Y'all don't have
16.
seasons. You said that.
They don't have. But no, well, he just named them for us.
Oh,
This is season 9, Scott.
my bad.
This is the 9th season of the 9th year.
What month is this?
We're on
we
season
started
9.
in
What season are
June,
you?
July.
This is the last day.
What
of
if we go by
January.
months? Because
This is the last.
here's
day
the
of
other thing I
January.
want to say. So if you're just tuning in, KrohnKast, we usually typically go 2.5 hours, and you guys have like a 4-hour show, variety show.
No.
But listen. What you do on Red Radio is like 5 fucking podcasts, right? And when I first started doing the episodes with you, Phil's like, so what are you doing? I'm like, imagine like 5 of our episodes compressed
Mashed
into
into
one
one.
day. That's it. And he's like, are you fucking kidding me? And I'm like, no, they're fucking kicking it out. They're just it's happening. It happens all
We're doing
on
it.
that day. Yeah. And he was like, no
For better or
fucking
worse.
way. And
Yeah.
then I remember the next time I was like,
He came?
yeah, I was like, is it
Is
okay
that
if he
why you
comes?
wanted to
And he was like, I gotta fucking see this because
You're
it's not
lying.
what we do here.
Right.
It's not. We're not used to
Yeah.
this compression
It is.
of like what you do takes us a month to do.
Well, but you know
Y'all
what?
could do it
So what
if you
y'all
wanted to.
what y'all do, because I'm like, God, that's so relevant now, and Phil's doing it. So like y'all get to do a lot of stuff that I want to do like right now, where we have to.
Oh no!
Get him out. Get him out. He's gone.
Out.
So many people that want to take that spot.
What happened? Who spilled it? I turned around.
Mitchell spilled
No,
it.
I wanted to hear what Mandy had to say.
He was
and
excited.
I was trying to move her microphone closer.
He was
to her.
so excited.
Sorry, I'll print you up a new thing, Phil. It's okay.
He's not going to look at it anyways, but I will, so you can print me one.
Yeah.
I mean, literally everything he spilled alcohol on belongs to him. So
That's perfect. No,
Couldn't have
so
worked out better.
I don't even remember what I was talking about at all.
just throw in that bucket right there, hot shot.
Where is he go? Oh, there's a garbage can.
Yeah, it's a
we're talking
BFI
about,
can.
like what you do in a day takes us a month to do.
That's true.
You know, I'm
It's
really
so- it's so
surprised how easily people, you know, like they come in and we get them going and we get it started, and then we're like,
but you
and then we're like, all right, we'll see you
You
later.
have veggie trays. You make them comfortable. You let them take showers.
Yeah, we let Carteret take shower. Well, because Carteret came from Knoxville.
And he had a tiny home on his car.
Look,
Which was badass.
people,
Shit, I was impressed.
He made the South talk.
Yeah, and I follow the F-150 and Jeep Instagram pages where they make the tiny homes on
Yeah.
their shit. Like
Mhm.
that's like a little fantasy of mine, like
Mhm.
going up and down the mountains and living off.
I know,
the
that's
edge.
what I was pumped about when he came down. I was like,
Talking
yeah,
about
that's
you living
What?
cool as shit.
Hey, you know what? You know what's coming out tomorrow, Mitchell? Do you know what's coming out tomorrow? Mitchell.
I don't.
Oh my God!
Tell me. Is it another promo? A new promo? Is it?
No, it's the Observer.
Oh yeah.
Shelley,
yeah.
Shelley did a
Right.
story on us, and well, Scott Keller
Keller
did.
calls
I was about to say, Scott Keller's got his hand in everything.
You know, he does. We'd like to have him on the show too in the future.
Call him, he'll come on.
Yeah. So we're having so Shelley, I talked to her earlier today, and she is on. She's releasing the show or the digital thing
Phil hates
tomorrow. God, Mitchell, you are so distracting.
Why? I made a mess. I
You
just
are.
wanna make sure
What
it's
are you
clean.
doing?
Listen, if you
Just
don't
sit
clean
down.
it properly, the roaches will get
Just
in here.
sit
They'll try to get the sugar
So
and
the
residue.
Observer is doing a story on us tomorrow
Yes.
digitally.
Digitally.
What does that mean?
You're in it too.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
Am I really?
I talked about you.
What'd you say about me?
I
wrote
said
some
you
sweet-ass
were
idea.
super helpful.
Like the shape of my head's really nice.
Yeah, and
Like,
I don't know what they used, but I talked about you, and I sent the picture of all of us with Shane and BJ and Christian from Soul Project NOLA and the Funky Uncle.
yeah.
Yeah, I sent that picture to them, so I hope they use that one, but I don't know.
You got new koozies made.
Me?
Yeah.
I did.
Oh yeah. Look
Oh
at
yeah,
that.
we brought some to leave around
Look.
Phil's
Matthew
house.
Apparel and the print
Matthew Apparel did them for us.
Crip Red. Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna get
good.
some shirts made too, but I'm
We
broke
were
right now.
Inspired by
so-
Phil's
Let's see,
KrohnKast, koozies, dailies everywhere.
Adult interviews, live. Oh, I'm sorry, artist interviews,
adult interview. No,
virtual adult
There's
performance.
none of
Casting
that.
couches.
What is this company? Like what the?
What did they do?
It's the same thing you started out with. High level entertainment.
High level.
when you look up KrohnKast on I don't think you changed it, but when you look up KrohnKast on Facebook, it says adult entertainment.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Have you had any adult entertainment?
Hey, we'll talk about it.
He
What
knows
is
some.
that?
He knows some dudes.
You know some
I know
dudes,
some fellows.
some fellows.
Hey man, if you
Why do you keep leaving your fucking investment statements laying? You make notes on your investment statements laying out.
He likes people to read it, obviously. That's
Oh
why.
wow, this is an investment statement. I didn't even know this was. Oh wow,
Oh wow, I
You just
did. I
grabbed
had
something.
no idea.
$479,000.
So I'm so glad we could clear that up. That what you guys do takes us a month to do, and what we do,
Yes.
I don't know what we do.
Takes a minute. Is it? Well, I don't know.
We try to
God.
make it exciting. On
How
the
long
fly.
have we been on?
5 hours.
It doesn't matter.
Jesus.
It doesn't matter. The
Erica
world's-
Bounds is just now tuning in.
We look.
She's like, I only care about Phil's birthday.
As
I don't know what's going to happen on his birthday.
As I said, love is when you look at the other person and you wish the world could stop spinning so you could have that much more time with them.
Okay.
Okay.
All
Is there
right.
anything you guys want to plug on that note?
No.
There's nothing we can add to that.
There's
Anything coming up you want to talk about?
Anything
So
coming up.
oh, wait,
Episode
okay.
4.
Our next
Let's
show.
clarify.
Clarity.
You got 2 shows in February?
No. So we'll have 2 shows in March.
So March is when you start the 2 shows.
Right. The way that our recording schedule was, we're filming on the 13th, but we will be airing the 22nd.
Mm-hmm. And then
And then
skip a week and the following Monday.
2 weeks after that we'll have our second show.
Whatever
So
that
March
is.
really will start 2 episodes, but we're gonna have it filmed already in the book in the books.
All right. And
Yeah, so
then
we have episode 4 coming up.
you got episode 4 coming
On the
up.
20
Silent
22nd
Trust.
You
of
got-
February.
Kilgore.
You have
Um,
what happened to the fest the
We're-
house where people come out and camp and listen to music?
So
That'll
Scott,
happen.
that will happen, I'm sure. Scott and
Maybe in
I,
the fall.
we've always had like jam sessions, or so it really is like just an organic little thing that this happened. Because Scott has always had jam sessions.
Do
He's
you like
always had
Scott's
people.
music friends, his music buddies?
I like some
She
of
used
them.
to.
You like the non-music
Which
buddies
ones
better?
which ones you not like? Name their
well,
first and
His
last
new
I think the ones
death
that
metal
I think
band's
the ones
kinda
that I don't
iffy.
like, they know I don't like them.
because they're sons of bitches.
Yeah.
Is it a chemistry thing? You're not feeling it, or are you just assholes?
You know, there's a lot of musicians out
Think
there
we're
that
all
are
assholes,
very
needy.
needy.
Yeah, like my
Like you're not,
big
you're not in
problem
the
is
business of taking care of anybody.
I don't like people that don't know how to use their inside voices.
Use
That's
your,
what I-
you know,
I've
just use your,
learned.
you know. So
What's that?
I'll tell you example. Carteret, he came to our house. He took a shower. He hung his towel up
Scott
in the
does
shower.
that when he stays at my house
because he was
He, like, makes the bed and shit.
raised
I'm like, what?
correctly. He doesn't make the bed at my house, but you know, like just respect, and like that's just little things. Like that's just, you know, respect. But some people, you know,
don't
are
have
just
any of that.
they just don't have
Maybe
any of that, and you know that they're just little lost souls.
They're not
and
invited.
it's not that I don't like them. It's just that I look at them like little lost souls.
that aren't invited.
I wouldn't say not invited, but I'm not gonna feed them.
They're not welcome to the pet tray.
They're not. They're not getting any food.
You ain't getting
Get your
none of this good
hands
stuff.
off of what's it? Half baked subs. Get your hands off the half baked subs.
You aren't allowed to have the half baked subs, which are very good.
Okay, and my last question. I know you're trying to sign off, but my last question was for them. Do you get hit up by like just people out of nowhere?
Yes.
Phil gets hit up all the time by like these hobos. They're like, "Let me come on and talk to you about my drugs." And
we had one
getting a
guy.
dollar.
There was a guy. He messaged us, or
Some
he had
people do get weird with
commented.
it.
And I told Scott, I said, "Ooh, I feel weird about him." He had messaged us, and he was like, "My daughter's an amazing musician." I said, "Well, send me some of her stuff." You know, that's always my first response. Well, send me something that I can go off of. Right. And he said, and she was good. But then he wanted to know, like, he wanted to friend me on Facebook, and I don't friend everybody on Facebook. Like, I'm not. I just don't because, you know, I share my family, I share my child, I share our life on my page. And he said he had to friend me so he could send me some video. And I said, well, you could just send it to the page.
right.
And he was like, well, excuse me. And I was like, well, excuse you, motherfucker. Like,
Yeah, so that's what
like
I
that's
think.
it.
Like I don't think like you're talking earlier about like people understanding having expectations of the show,
Right.
What the how the show's conducted. The show is conducted in your
My
own
home.
personal home. So first of all, whoever you invite onto the show have to be totally fucking cool,
Right.
To be in your house.
Yeah.
You're not gonna
My
like
kid
stand
is
for
there.
to be disrespectful.
moving our
Don't
couch.
fucking show up. Don't think you're a rock star,
Right. Because
You know,
I will.
Be respectful. This is where they live.
Well, and the
Exactly.
the end thing is, like, I mean, if you come
it's
into
not
my
like Phil's
house
studio.
and you act like an ass, like, I'll just tell you to leave. Like, to me, it's no big deal. Like, I'll cut you. Like, you don't have to be on the show.
Fuck out.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
Right.
you can leave.
I
But
mean, granted, we haven't had any problems.
we haven't had any problems yet.
Not from anybody
But
at-
but the
at
bigger
the show.
But-
your audience grows, the more expanded the audience will be.
Right.
And there
you
will be
wanna make-
some
yeah,
situations.
I'm sure
you
there
wanna
will
make-
be some
then That's where
situations.
Scott comes in.
Well, that's where Scott comes in,
I get real stabby.
You go for
and-
the big one.
and that's where I will. I'll just, like, I don't.
We already
I
talked
don't
about
really
this.
have. I don't have any problems telling somebody, like, you can get out of my house. I don't
Right,
like it. To
no.
me, it doesn't matter. I have enough
yeah.
content
don't
already.
come in being a diva. No.
Right. You know, I
But
don't
nobody
need a
has
diva.
come in even remotely. Like, it's been the coolest situation.
Yeah.
every time.
Everybody is so, like, just appreciative and thankful.
bring the
You're
adrenaline levels down.
lucky to work. You've been lucky to work with like people that are very considerate, especially musicians, because I think they understand the production. But you're going to come across people who don't understand the level
Right.
of production, how many hours a week it takes you away
Right.
from your family time to
Right.
work on these videos, to edit them together,
Right.
to produce the audio quality, to get Phil to come in, to
Right.
record, to set up the
What is a
microphones,
Phil?
to go get the sponsors, to make it all happen, to set up
Right.
the half-baked subs, the veggie trays,
Right.
the beer.
The veggie
I mean,
tray.
there's all these components involved that you have to be respectful of,
Yeah.
like, or at least considerate of that
Right.
it takes. You know, like when we have guests come on here, we get them something to drink. You know,
Yeah.
and make them comfortable. You know,
No veggie
Thank
tray.
you, by the way.
Phil goes and gets the wine or the liquor or whatever. You know, I get the Diet Pepsi, and you
Y'all
know,
need
like we have,
snacks.
we have a good time. But you know, it's not like, you know, Phil's house where like somebody's gonna go in the bedroom and piss all over the bed.
Right.
You
no.
know, it's like
I'd cut a
it's not-
bitch.
it's a different kind of territory out here. His uncle lives across the street. They got lots of guns.
Yeah.
It's not an issue. to
Now,
shoot
I'll
somebody
say
with.
in my neighborhood, they all got a bunch of guns, and we do have guns.
Yeah, because we
So-
we know a couple guys that get drunk and they like to pee on people's couches and stuff, right?
I mean, I hope I don't know people like that.
You don't know
like,
anybody like that?
I mean, maybe I did,
I know a few,
but
yeah,
No.
some
Yeah,
names.
we have we have a problem with that, which is why we moved the podcast out here.
That's
Oh my
unfortunate.
God.
Because I mean they can pee outside, whatever, but if you pee on my couch, we're gonna have a
I'm gonna go pee on your
conversation.
couch right now.
My stripper
I
white
mean,
couch.
You wouldn't be the first.
Yeah. Hey,
don't be like the
Hey,
people
let me
we
tell you
just
something.
talked about, Mandy.
I've had to sanitize those couches more than once. You
I'm
know
not
what I'm
sitting
saying?
on
That's why you got the.
couch.
Are they leather?
Mandy's ready to go to the
It's
Hard Rock
white
tonight,
leather,
y'all.
yeah.
White leather?
Yeah,
That's why you got the leather. It's
She's all
convenient.
dressed up. She's
Mandy's
ready
ready
to
to
go
go
to
to
the club.
bed.
She is ready to hit the club.
Mandy's tired. She's old.
Stop
I
it.
got work
That
tomorrow.
50 Cent song.
Oh my god.
Colin's sick.
No, I can't call in sick. I'm not sick. What is that?
So when's it?
It's this song. You know where it's like, it's your birthday.
Okay.
Go,
Your
Shawty.
birthday.
Are we doing 50 Cent? Or is that what you're doing?
Birthday.
Well, I don't know what he's
Is that
he
what's
doesn't
happening?
even know what he's doing.
That is it.
I was talking about you going to the club.
I'm not going to the club.
Man, I was
I
at
got
the
a
club the other night.
babysitter that's
What
got to
time is
go home soon.
I was at the club last night. I know we're trying to end this stuff, but I was at the club last night in New Orleans and shut down New Orleans.
Oh,
New Orleans ain't shut down.
okay.
There's certain spots that like shit's getting weird.
Oh,
yeah.
There's girls in booty shorts and they're dancing around their knee high boots.
I'm happy for you.
And they're playing a Neo song. You know what I mean? Do you guys have anything else you want to plug? When's the next episode? Go ahead.
Your buddy Jared Cecil wants to know if his Indian chant band can come on Red Radio.
Who said that? Indian chant band.
Sure. We just need to send us your demo.
No, Jared.
Anderson Services at gmail.com.
I thought you were lying. Send me a video, Jared.
I think
I'll let you know.
he is with a pretty badass band there.
Are they an Indian chant band?
Kind of.
Really? Jared.
I think they're from
Jared, are you
Turkey.
for real?
they're from the Ottoman Empire.
I don't know how I feel about that. We got to shut this down.
Where they make furniture.
y'all. I gotta
Phil
go
keeps
get.
trying to pit
I
up
gotta
the-
relieve
there
my
we go.
babysitter.
Yeah, there we go. So Red Radio, you guys got new koozies. What can people do to get a hold of one of these new koozies?
Well,
How do they get a
I'm
hold of these
almost
two
out
Well, first of all, we're gonna have to order some more.
Already?
already.
And then
What are we
So,
doing?
but I have some at Belux, but I don't know how many they have left. Oh, you know what? Scattered Roots. They're doing hidden treasures, and I'm giving some to him
I don't know what that
tomorrow. He is going to be on the show soon. He did all the artwork at Belux.
Oh, I know that
Yes.
guy. I know
Yeah.
who you're talking
So
about.
I'm giving him some. So he's going to be doing some hidden treasures.
Holy shit, we went 3 hours.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Y'all, I gotta pee
I feel like
again. We
I
gotta
got
go.
another hour
Yeah, I
in me.
gotta
Come
sit.
on.
No,
Y'all don't
I'm
pump
going.
it up.
Scott does.
Scott, Mandy,
Y'all
thank you
shit.
guys for coming on.
Thank
Red Radio
you.
Production South. What is it? Red Radio Presents Facebook?
Yes.
Yes.
Facebook. Red Radio presents.
Facebook.com/Red Radio Presents. It's in the description. Check it out. Thank you guys for coming on. We love you guys. We should all just get into a monogamous joint marriage and just work this thing out.
What?
we'll talk about it.
Hey, thanks for having us, Phil
Absolutely.
Thank y'all.
and Mitchell
Red Radio, where can people check it out?
on Facebook.
Facebook and what Spotify allows us.
Well, I gotta talk to them.
Exactly.
We have to have a talk again.
All right. Shout out to Peggy Anderson and
Hey,
Mike
Peggy,
Anderson and
love
Jared
you.
Cecil. We'll see you guys.